Fellas, you're not gonna believe it, but it killed my stream. It killed everything. Killed my computer, in fact. Well, not entirely, because we are back. For now, it would seem. Yeah, we are back now. I don't presume anyone is seeing this currently. So let me see what the status is on YouTube for this. And let me see if I can just share this real quick. Let me see. He lives. He does. He does live. Yeah, somehow. Somehow he does live. I have to just readjust. I have to make this happen again. Thank you guys for seeing it, I suppose. Let's hope the lag is not happening anymore. So, let me see. Oh, brother. It's looking like it still is, not gonna lie. Hold on. Let me actually first try this. Okay, well, it looks and feels a lot better now that I restarted my computer, I'm not gonna lie. Hold up. Hold up. The fuck happened? Yeah, that's a great question. I would really love to know that, actually. I'm not gonna front, but I think somehow, some way, something happened that my computer did not like. It was clearly overflowing my CPU or RAM or whatever it is that determines the death of my computer. So I'm just quickly gonna share this in the server again. Let's see, back online. After technical difficulties. I gotta also just add live streams. That's certainly true. Let's see, add live streams. There we go. Okay, and we're back. Boom. All right, so fellas, are we ready for a second try? Alan Stewart, welcome back. Good to have you back. It's looking like everything is running a little bit more smoothly this time. Not gonna front. So you'll love to see that. It seems like everyone can hear me as well. I think so. Yeah, the microphone's running. Everything's running. So, yeah, I think that should actually just be good. Are we good to actually play the game? I think we are, fellas. Everything is running. The second coming of Fates. Yes, I'm back. Thank you for joining me once again on this this troublesome evening, apparently. Lots of things happening. Lots of bad things happening. Let's see. There we go. Get that sorted. See it, say it, sorted, as they say in the United Kingdom. And we get that out of the way. Holy fuck. Professional streamer, by the way, guys. Professional streamer. I've been doing this for like half a year by this point. But no worries, no worries. Okay, here we go. I think... Haha! Now everything works. Surely. Happens to the best of us. Thank you, Celine. Thank you. I appreciate hearing that from you. Oh, I accidentally picked the main team. Yikes. Well, it's gonna have to be the main team, I guess. That's fine. I'm more than happy using the main team, actually. I just want to play the game, man. I just want to play the game. Let's see. The enemy goalkeeper, I think, is Wood. So, actually, maybe I can show off Hero Burn now that I've fully trained him. Let's try that. Okay, it's looking, I'm just saying, it's looking like it's smoother now. It's looking like everything should be good, I say tentatively. Let's see, the kickoff. No. It's over. It's over. Why is it... This is annoying. Well, maybe it'll get batching. Maybe it'll get batching. That's fine. This is just a filler stream anyway. And that's not to say I'm discounting, you know, your viewing pleasure. Oh god, this is dreadful. What happened? I know what happened. I fucking updated the app. I should never have done that. Rookie mistake. Why did I decide to update Streamlabs? Worst decision of my life, clearly. Let the amazing Spanish-style opening play. It's batched now? It really isn't. It really isn't. No, it's so laggy. And the question is why? You have to sort it before the update releases. I absolutely will, yeah. I will have to sort that ASAP. Ideally, I would do it right now. I just don't know what the problem is. Like, why is it being so difficult? Maybe... hold on. What if I delete some sources? Maybe that'll help. If I delete 1 or 2 sources that are taking up some... yeah, because I don't need all of that. Game capture I do need. Okay, hold on. I took away one of the screen captures. Maybe that helps. It was just overflowing the feed. Well, I think, ladies and gentlemen, that we are back. No, never mind. Spoke too soon. Yikes. It's a bit batchy. That's for sure. It's still not ideal. Also, the Spanish opening is not yet playing, but... okay, well, it's significantly... it's not significantly, it's marginally batchy. Might be a computer thing, since YouTube was having issues as well. Yeah, I guess. Like, that's what it kind of starting to feel like, but... I don't think I've done anything special to my computer recently, so... at the very least, I don't know if you feel the same way, but it feels marginally better than it was before. Also, W Hoshi appearance. Hoshi participating in Fire Blizzard, as she should. It does feel more smooth, I suppose. Again, I will probably have to fix this before the update comes out, but it feels a lot better, so let's hope it keeps up like this. Oh, dude, I'm seeing my stream, like the preview on YouTube. That looks dreadful. What is happening? Holy fucking shit, what is that? Hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up. Hold up, hold up, hold up. What is that? What am I looking at, bro? Why is it doing that? Dude, oh my god, I'm so sorry. Like, I'm seeing the preview now. That is terrible. What is... stream health? Excellent. Yeah, I'm sure it is. It looks fucking dreadful. What are we doing? Low latency? Yeah, that checks out. Why is it... damn, okay. Well, it says excellent. It sure doesn't feel excellent, but... like, I'm looking at the delay is also, like, pretty terrible. How does it manage that? I'm getting killed by this sliding tackle as well. Okay, well... okay, I'm keeping a close eye on the stream preview. Currently, it says it's excellent, and it looks batchy, I guess. Like, I'm still not happy with it, but... it is smoother. Yeah, whoever sat there making a sandwich, you know, fair play. That's actually... that feels like a good way to spend your time, rather than this. But the gameplay looks smooth now. Hold on. Stream looks good as well. For now. Good enough. Yeah, but I am most certainly going to fix this before the update drops on Thursday, because if this is still happening when that happens, that will be devastating. Can't have that happen. Oh, there's the Spanish intro. Okay, it's time. It's a bacon sandwich. Haven't eaten anything all day. Then that's a good thing. It's a good thing you're making a sandwich. I hope you enjoy it, man. There it is. Okay, and I foul. That's fine. That's fine. Got a little too much into the groove, I suppose. Now we groove. Yup. Okay, everything's looking fine. That's good. Still a bit miffed that this is happening right now. Like, I don't know what it is. So I apologize for my ignorance, I suppose. Hoshi is pulling her... Jesus Christ. Okay, yeah. They try to get her down. She never goes down. She gives a terrific pass as well. Hoshi could solo these teams, actually. She could. She totally could. That's what I'm saying. But okay. Yo, Vinny, hello. Hello, smart fellas and fart smellas. What are we up to today? Well, we are playing Inazuma 11 Victory Road with a stream that has been showing some significant difficulties. Not gonna lie. But I think we are mostly back. Yeah, okay. So the 4-0. We just managed to get the 4-0. And at the very least, the stream is running, the stream is up. The stream is being quirky, that's for sure. You're right about that, Panda. It's not great. Also, yeah, we are doing your favorite route, Vinny. We're doing, of course, the one and only game, only route that matters, Chronicle. Chrono Stones Chronicle. Okay, so we got the Shinsei Raymond kit from these guys. Interesting. That is certainly an interesting kit to get from Protocol Omega. Okay, okay, W. Smooth like butter. It is better now, I hope. Like I said, I'm keeping a close eye. Keeping a close eye on the preview. It looks better. Well, the quality is absolutely terrible, but that's because the latency is low, so... Okay, like I said, I'm not going to play two matches against Protocol Omega 1.0. I'm not going to do that to y'all, because this route is pretty long. I've done a few of these, but ideally, I don't want to do too much repeat teams, so I think we move on to Japan United. AKA just Protocol Omega 2.0, unapologetically. So that's pretty cool. Epic Friendly Japan versus USA. We are playing as the USA as well, which is very interesting. So we are the USA playing against Japan, and I'm still using the main team apparently because I am not paying attention to what we're doing. Okay, but still got the same goalkeeper, so burn will work just fine. It's only Protocol Omega 3.0 that Romeo gets added in, Ruzik. So yeah. And at the very least, we get a banger theme. Beta's theme, officially. It's not, because this plays for Dragon Link in the first season or first game as well. So I've always known it as Dragon Link's theme, or like the final battle. Depends on what game or title you're playing, I suppose. When does the update drop? On Thursday? You know what time to keep an eye on the Discord. Well, it drops at, I think, like 4 PM, something like that. Around like the early afternoon, I think. Early afternoon European time. I think the last update was at 2 PM that it dropped. So I'm presuming it's going to be something akin to that. Would you believe I have over 1,000 hours in this game? Sure. Why not? I'm almost there. I think I passed the 900... No, not hours, but matches. I passed the 900 matches, that's for sure. Or 800. Either way, not nearly as much as you, that's for sure. Here's a Protocol Omega getting a little cheeky here, taking a pot shot at the goal. They're not going to get through, obviously. Classic Victory Road interaction. Yo, Sean, 140 hours? Okay, okay. And 225 hours for Lucas. Love Aro. Oh yeah, we get back to these. That's awesome. Shoot Commando. I love those. Okay, I think it's gotta be something with the quality at which I'm streaming. Surely. Can you imagine, like, the streaming app just completely nuked all my settings? I'm currently considering that a possibility, actually. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, I think I have over 300 hours by this point. But yeah, some people like Panda take it a step further, to be fair. 1,630 hours, Jesus Christ. I wish I had that much spare time in my life, not gonna lie. It's Nera, quick check Fates. What gender? That's a girl, obviously. She has love arrow, so could it be more obvious, you know? I mean, that's an easy question to answer. Yeah, let's see. Atomic Flare. That's my boy's signature move. 2426. That will go in. Also, I am fumbling, bro. This guy has not been wood once. This goalkeeper has not been wood once. He is earth element. We're back to go 1. Everyone is an earth goalkeeper. And I'm running torch like a fucking idiot, bro. What are we doing? You know what? Give me some tension. I can't even do any moves. Yikes. Just absolutely massacred Orca. For what? Just for some tension. Yeah, who would get that wrong, Panda? That's a good question. Surely no Chrono Stones fan could get Nearest gender wrong. No, that's true. You have 51.2 hours in the game, Yami. But then again, you haven't played in like months. So, are we really surprised here? You should pick it back up again, though. I'm just saying. Plasma Ball, and I can't do anything about that. Okay. Furazuma Boru. But I can block it, in fact. Now that it's been actually shot, I can block it. But for some reason, when he's preparing to shoot, I can't use a block move, which, of course, makes a lot of sense. Obviously. Let's see. I could do Meteor Blade, but you say Blade? Sure, why not? And then let me just plonk it into the upper right corner there. Don't think Oscar should be able to reach that. He did in fact reach it. Not that it matters. Because there we go. 2,700. More than enough to get past, even though I completely fumbled the type advantage, apparently. No, you will not pick up the game again? Yikes. You hate to hear that, actually. And yet, I still refuse to put in Matatagi, even though I know this is an Earth goalkeeper now. I love being stubborn. Yeah, let's see. Why not? Galactica Fall? Yep. Atomic Flare's Torch's signature move, but it's infinitely funnier on Sorano or Skipolson. I'm sure. I'm gonna contest that, actually. Funnier, probably, yeah. Holy shit, Fire Blizzard with Gandaris. Goes hard. That has aura. No, Atomic Flare belongs to no one except for Nagumo, except for Torch. That's my man's. Dakotomo. Okay, and that's the end of that match. 5-0. Pretty simple. I'm gonna dip out again real quick, and I'm gonna have a little look at what my settings are for these streams. Output. When do we go for output? Well, I can't change them while I'm streaming, of course, but Let's see, video. I mean, FPS value 60, that seems right. I think I set it to 30 at some point, actually, but... Okay. Well. Not really much I can do about this currently, unfortunately. I wish I could tell you what the problem is, but, like, I don't think I can tell you what it is. Let's see. Well, the CPU... Something's taking up a lot of CPU. Which is still... It's the live streaming, yeah, that's for sure. So, something in my settings must have changed. That's what it looks like. Which, don't love that, to be completely honest. I challenge you, I want to test a new team. Is that so, Alan? Is that so? And we can do that. We can do that later. I mean... I'm just trying to see if there's anything at all that I can do currently about this, but I think since I'm live, I can't. So, hate to hear that. But well, I guess it is what it is for now. Yeah. Yeah, sorry for the technical difficulties. Why? That's a unicorn. That's America United. Okay, sure, I guess. I didn't even know that was a thing. I guess they have that emblem in the anime, but I just didn't pay attention. Best to wait until after the stream? Yeah. If you guys are willing to put up with this for the time being, I suppose I am willing to wait until the end of the stream. It really sucks. It doesn't make it more fun to play either, but I guess it's mostly been resolved. So I will take that at the very least. Okay, Shiroshika Scrimmage. And you wouldn't believe it, but there is once again an Earth goalkeeper. And this time we're actually going to use Matatagi. For the first time, I am paying attention. Not the first stream I've seen with lag? Yeah, well, that's... okay. Well, that makes me feel a bit better, I suppose, but... Typically everything works like a charm. Like, I had it set up real nice, and now... Yikes. My effort, bro. My effort. But okay. Everything should be up and running at the very least. Again, I'm keeping an eye on the stream. It seems like it's going well for now, though. So, and we're paying attention. Matatagi's coming in, so there you go. Yeah, no, I don't know what it is. Like, it was fine for the most part before, so... This is why I use Hero Bata, because 90% of goalkeepers are Earth. Unironically. Like, if you look at the entire Go 1 route, at least 60 to 70% are actually Earth elements, so... It's pretty insane to think about. But, yeah. It is just a real... well, I didn't count, so it's not a real statistic yet. But it's really easy to just win if you literally just bring one wind move. Like this one. Which is coincidentally probably the coolest one out there. And they just gotta plow through them with elemental advantage. Which, by the way, they're bringing back Stab in the next update as well. Have we seen the patch notes for the next update? Because they're bringing back Stab. And Stab, same type attack bonus. So if I use Black Dawn with Matatagi, both of them are wind, so that gives them extra power. But I think it's actually also being used for goalkeepers. So, you know, it doesn't change much. It makes giving people movesets a bit less flexible, but there's arguments for and against it, of course. I actually think that Inazuma Victory Road really benefited from not having Stab in a certain way. Because it just allowed for a lot of freedom and flexibility with team making. And especially with movesets, as we have seen in plenty of viewer matches before at this point. Does he voice this? He does. That's awesome. It's such a good move as well. Like, all of the moves from, like, the past teams in Chrono Stones, there's one thing that you can't not give Chrono Stones credit for, and that's designing some banger fucking moves, actually. Haku said it might be 10%, which is the same as one extra evolution. I honestly don't think I mind as much as I thought. Okay, 10% is not... Yeah, 10% is not terrible. I mean, either way, stab is not a terrible mechanic to have. It actually... It does incentivize running certain moves that were made for characters as well, right? Because, you know, certain characters just inherently benefit from already having that as well, because in all the DS games, they had stab. So, for example, Gandares and Ryugal, they're both wood, and they have a wood signature move in Scream of Eden. So, that's one thing that already works out for a lot of characters, actually, that would have been in the anime or in the games. Especially ones that have signature moves. They will typically coincide with their inherent elements, so... For most characters, it will just make them a bit stronger, I suppose. Unless you're running really out there sets, which I know some people are doing. But yeah. It better also apply to keepers. I think it does also apply to goalkeepers. I mean, it should, realistically. Okay. Everyone get ready to jam, by the way. Yeah, this one's gonna play a bit. I think most of the matches from this point onward, actually. I guess later in the season there is a different opening that plays as well, so probably later down the line we're gonna hear that more. But well, it's all up in the cards now. For the time being, we can listen to what is probably the best Go intro, to be completely honest. And the people who say Tenma De is better are coping. Just gonna say that in advance. Oh yeah, the block move being used once again. Now I see what you're talking about, Alan. I absolutely understand now. The only thing you have left in story mode is scouts. Really? Interesting. I mean, to be fair, I guess same for me. I did complete the entire story mode. And I did all the achievements, so the scouts are the only thing that's left. Which, by the way, that actually reminds me. How do we think that, because what they're adding in this new update on Thursday as well, right, is they're adding an Unmei Chronicle route. Which my immediate thought to that was, how are you going to make it different from the story mode of Victory Road? Because that is literally what it's probably going to be. How are you going to differentiate that? And I haven't thought of a way they could do it yet. So that just makes me more intrigued, actually. Fates every time an opening that is not Tenma De plays. Oh yeah, this is the best Go opening. That is not how it is, buddy. That is not how it is. I am saying Tenma De is inferior to this one, that's for sure. And to a lot of others, actually. No, not a lot. Tenma De is... It's alright. I don't say I hate it, but there's better ones. At least 2 or 3 that are better. But let's see. You completed story mode day 1 and you've been leaving it to last? Interesting. Completing story... Just rushing the story mode? Completely abandoning Chronicle Mode and everything else? I mean... They voiced Chiyoja? No, that's a shame. Okay. To be fair, I've heard more people doing that, to be honest. Just rushing the story mode to get, like, the original content out of the way. And then getting down to the grind that is the Chronicle Mode. It'll make it easier to get the characters from the team instead of just doing the free matches. I suppose that is a logical consequence of having an Unmei Chronicle route, yeah. But like, you know, gameplay-wise, how's it going to be different? Are there going to be different objectives during the matches, you think? Is going to be an alternative timeline? Because surely they're not just going to copy-paste the story mode into a Chronicle route. Like, if that's the case, I'll just be severely disappointed. Which, I'm not putting it beyond... I'm not putting it past level 5 to be able to do that, but... Okay, and we're about to score 7-0 on these guys, by the way. We're absolutely fucking bashing them into the ground. You're okay with me saying this opening and the Go Darkness opening are better than Tenma De? Thank you, Vinny. I appreciate that. You know what? I appreciate the mutual respect, brother. I appreciate that. Thank you. But yeah, 7-0. That's going to be the end of this Shiroshika match. The White Deer. So obviously this one will give us the kit of the White Deer. Also, what is that? Immersion They're not using the shell horn to blow the whistle, they're using an actual whistle. Immersion has been completely destroyed. Actually, who referees this match? No, they used the shell horn, because they used the shell horn in the later match as well against Protocol Omega 2.0 during this Cherry Storm Festival. And we got Legendary Tenma W. I could probably use him for something, which is not the pitch, so that's good. He probably participates in one co-op move that I can buy from the Spirit Shop or another. He participates in Triple Crash, doesn't he? Fires into the Triple Crash. So that's a possibility. Let's see. Okay, I've done Protocol Omega 3.0, apparently. You know what that means. Is it time for the Terracotta Army? Level 71. Okay, let me not use the main team. The main team I want to use for the hero battles. Let me actually get some differentiation in here. So, we got the bots. What do we do against the bots? Secondary team? We can do the secondary team. Lock in. Terracotta Army. And me mentioning bots, have we also seen that they're re-including Tyson Root matches, Tyson Root's exclusive teams in the Chronicle Mode with this new update? And supposedly, if I read it right, there's going to be 6 DS game exclusive teams per node in the Chronicle route, which is going to be a huge, huge amount of teams, which also means, hopefully, that they include the security bots again, because you actually can't get the security bots in this game, I don't think. So, let's see. And also, of course, the most important thing, they're adding Professor Layton and Luke Triton, finally. So my main team can finally be in its definitive form. I've been wanting Professor Layton for the longest time, and holy shit, they just did not want to add him. But now they're finally doing it. Imada. Okay. Let's go with the Terracotta Warriors. Who all have the same voice actor, I think. But at least they have voice lines, which is pretty fun. Not this one, but they voice the robot moves, I think. And they say Goki Giki. I forget they do that, actually, not gonna lie. Cyclone Sprint, which is, I think, Spiral Draw. I think that's what that is, but okay, we got Heaven's Time on our side. Keep the expectations low, Fatesy, but I hope so. You gotta keep your hopes high. Well, actually, no, you gotta keep them low, then, you know. Hou de verwachtingen laag, dan kan het alleen maar meevallen. Like they say in Dutch. Low expectations means you can get disappointed less easily. Okay, so yeah, they do voice the robot moves. I think they voice, like, what is it called? Transporter Device, Beam Fist, and I guess maybe Blitzbridge? I'm not entirely sure about that one, but I know Accelerator Gears is something they voice. Or at least the one who actually has it, the one who actually shoots. Gungi. Hope the new difficulty and the Tyson Root teams have updated movesets so that the CPU characters can use moves added in updates rather than game launch moves only. You know what? I'm with you on that one. I want to see more wacky movesets on characters that would not have had access to those moves at launch. I want to see them put in some actual effort into making these teams interesting with interesting moves. I'm already seeing an appeal to play against one of the teams here. On Thursday, I'll make you play against another Chaos. I mean, surely they have another Chaos. Well, it's gonna be like looking for a needle in a haystack, trying to look for that team among all the teams that are likely being added. You got all 4 moves right, and I think all the Terracotta Warriors voice all 4 of them. That's awesome. So Beam Fist, Accelerator Gears, Blitzbridge, and Transporter Device, which, well, makes sense. Those are all robot-adjacent moves, I'd like to think. Blitzbridge also being a block move, of course, so gotta be a little careful as well about that being blocked. Especially since this team is not as powerful as the main team, obviously. It was at one point supposed to be, but I gave up on that pipe dream some time ago. Gigi, Susu, Gigi, Susu. It's awesome. Okay, more Grandpa's notebooks. I need those, unironically, because I spent like 13 on one move recently, and yeah. I hate that. But I really just need them to rebalance. What I need them to do is to rebalance the cost for certain moves, because like 13 move manuals, like the rarest currency in the game, is absolutely ludicrous for a move like... What even was it? I think it was just Atomic Flare, actually. I don't think Atomic Flare should cost 13. It was Atomic Flare or Fire Blizzard. Which still, I don't think Fire Blizzard should cost 13 of those. When you get like, at best, if you're lucky, you get like 1 per match. You mostly get these CDs. Like if they cost 13 CDs, yeah sure, that's fine. Don't care, but... Rare! There it is, Lucas, just for you. Let's see, let's go to Satan. Let's pass to Satan, why not? Another Chaos is the team with the players that weren't in Chaos. Yeah, that's true, I remember that team, actually. I mean, there's some really iconic teams in there, if they're gonna add all the DS exclusive teams. Like, can you imagine, well, they're already adding Fallen Zeus. They know that. So, probably another Chaos is gonna be there. You have to imagine that... Well, but that also means they're gonna introduce, like, all of the random-ass teams. Like, the fucking... The first one that comes to mind is the Fatty Fats from Galaxy, which is the most insane team name, but it actually is a team that exists. Okay, we are now sporting a different intro as well, so unfortunately the Spanish vibes are gone. Let's see, I wanna... Power Shot? Sure. He voices Blitzbridge. Yeah. Oh, he actually doesn't voice Blitzbridge. Interesting. He just said go go. Which, you know what? Respect, but... What's your opinion on Tobitaka voicing Judge through in Inazuma 11 Cross? It's the best thing since sliced bread, actually. I mean, the fact that they're finally having Tobitaka voice something that is not Shinkuma, that has been on my bingo card for the longest time, and again, never happened. It was a pipe dream until literally Inazuma 11 Cross. So, love that. I still have to download the game for myself. I still have to figure out how to do it. But I will, once I have the time for it, probably this weekend. But yeah. I hope they add the card. I hope they add the card as well. The card was such a cool team, such a cool concept. And like, there's plenty more of those. I just can't think of them right now, but I know there were a lot of really original ones. Like, didn't the International All-Stars, for example, debut as a Tyson routine? The International All-Stars that would eventually become the team in Inazuma 11 Strikers? I think they started just as a compilation in, like, Inazuma 11 3. It's one of the Tyson route teams. Yeah, see, for this one, for this match, we get the actual, you know, the Chinese whistle, or whatever it is. But then we can't get the conch for the what's it called? Shinsen Kami or something? I don't know. For the White Deer match. Yeah, Hoshi's Fabled Hoshi, almost level 99. Apparently she isn't yet. Okay, get the Flurry kit from this. Or the Gil kit, I suppose they call it here. Yikes, did not get the Terracotta Army kit. That's sad. Why do we not get that? Hello? One line, pretty indifferent on Cross. If you're even slightly familiar with the teams I make, you'll understand why. Well, yeah, it's because you have your headcanon teams, right? And this Cross is pretty limited in the teams that are available, as far as I've heard. I've heard that it's mostly the teams from Inazuma 11 1, and then... What is it, like Inazuma Japan, maybe? And second Raymond, probably, from Inazuma 11 2. But... Yeah, I mean, I can definitely understand if you're more into building teams with obscure characters, then... Yeah, I can understand why Cross doesn't appeal to you that much. I don't even know what the gameplay is of Cross, to be completely honest. Like, I know practically nothing. So I'm going in completely blind whenever I do download the game. Also, while you look at my beautiful formation for a second, I will close my shutters because it's getting dark outside. So. Yeah, but like literally don't know anything about Cross, so I hope I'm gonna find out soon. Would be nice. I would love to find out whatever it is. The Terracotta kit isn't accessible? Yikes. L game. Well, I say L game mostly in jest. I mean, it wasn't available in Chrono Stones either, and as far as I know in Galaxy either, though I never played against the Terracotta army in Galaxy. Not yet. But okay, Xanark's domain. See, we get a gong here. Again, I'm saying, where's the conch? Why could we not get the conch? Why does it only play in the match against Inagawa's Ire? How is that fair? I don't think the Terracotta kit is considered a kit at all. It probably isn't. It's not as much a kit as it is just part of the Terracotta army, so... Then again, this one's for real OGs. Do we remember the Robot Guardians kit from Inazuma 11 2, I believe it was? Surely remember that. And if they can do that, they can do a Terracotta army kit. They were too scared to include them in this game because they knew the carnage that the Robot Guardians kit would inflict. Okay, let's see. Got Magnet Draw, but I've got 2 Awakenings, so... Can I score with this guy? Probably not. His goalkeeper is what? Earth? I think so. Imagine he's Earth again. That would be kind of crazy, actually. But unironically, may just be the case. Also, I'm still not scoring. Actually, I think he's Wind. Okay, hold on. Looks like he's Wind. Tiger Drive. Okay, well, we're getting long-shotted. That's fine. Chrono Stones has a lot of those. Especially Protocol Omega. Same case for, well, Xanark's Domain, I suppose. At least one of them has Tiger Drive, so... But! Mika no Hoshi. Look the fuck in. Don't shout! Yup. It's just that easy, actually. Remember the Robot Guardian kit? Yup, we got some OGs in here. Okay, that's good. That's awesome. I love that. The Robot Guardians kit, bro, I swear, that shit was the bomb back in the day. I love that kit. It was so good. It looked so terrible on 99% of players, but it was so funny. Sacrifice your body, become robot. Yikes, Shinsuke. Hate to see that. Oh my god, bro. Can I score? Can I literally score once? No defenders in defense, and still they're blocking my moves. You cannot go to the right 4 times. I can't do that. I can only go to the right 3 times at max. Okay, here we go. You've been a fan of Inazuma 11 ever since it came out, both games and anime? That's what we love to hear. That's what we love to hear. We need people from the first generation of Inazuma 11. We need more of those. People who've played everything. Who were there at the start. I was there at the start when the first game dropped. No fucking clue what the game was all about when it first dropped. But I thought it looked cool, and I was picking it up. And that has been the best decision of my life. Showing your age? Probably not. I mean, if that's showing your age, then I'm just as guilty. And I'm 25, so I don't think that's all that terrible. Okay, I gotta hurry it up a little bit. Let me try a 3-pronged attack. This should help at least with the speed. Though I am currently here, and admittedly nowhere close to anywhere useful, so that's not great. But if I now use Chaos Break as an overburst, you're 29 in July. Hey, that's not terrible. That's not that bad. 29. That's still under 30. Pushing 30, but under 30. Also, almost made it through Kill Bridge. Yikes. This one's looking a little tough, not gonna lie. This is mostly because I'm playing really poorly, not gonna front. But... case in point, playing really terribly against Synarch's Domain currently. So I'm gonna try my hardest to get the advantage time at least, but with reaction speeds like these, who needs enemies? I do not have anything to counter that, so let's hope Torch is strong enough. Yikes. Okay. My niece called me old. That's not that. You know, nieces do that. I've been called old as well by my niece. Not a big deal. Well, I don't have any nieces, actually. But my cousins, I suppose. Okay, Gazaru, we can score one. Lock in. One more and we have a full tension bar to knock another one in the back of the net. Surely. Also, I only now understand what your question is about, you know, being able to use that legit, Panda. Yeah, the Robot Guardian kit, it was legit, actually. You could just use it. It was a legit kit that you could drop and use. So, yeah. Enjoy that knowledge. Let's see, Chaos Break to Yurika. A fossil. Yeah, that sounds about right. I've heard that one a lot as well. Then again, that's mostly said by people who, you know, just learned to wipe their ass. So, I'm not really bothered by it, to be completely honest. Okay, this should be enough for the 3-0. So at the very least, advantage time. We'll get that. Okay, Sandcutter. Think you should still be good? Yeah. 500 attack power difference. So, that's 3-0. We're still making it to the advantage time at the very least. Let my nephew get away with it because he's 6. This is exactly what I'm saying. Like, people who just independently learn to wipe their ass. That's what it is. So I don't take offense from people like that. They're literal children. Literal infants. Yeah, I'm seeing people prime 23. 23 is a good age. I remember being 23. It was 2 years ago by this point. Still, it was a good time. I enjoyed being 23. I got my driver's license, I think, when I was 23. Which is really late. That's certainly true. I can already feel the comments. But it was a conscious decision. I didn't need a car. Still don't need a car, but it's very useful to have a driver's license, that's for sure. So at the ripe old age of 23... Sorry, tender young age of 23. My apologies. Finally decided to get my driver's license. That was 2 years ago. I know it was 2 years ago. I could talk about it like it's a far-flung memory. Why not? It's a free country. You're not the boss of me. Rare. Let's see. What are we doing? Chaos Break. You still don't have your license, Lucas? You're too scared to drive? I understand that. I had a pretty bad issue with that as well. I was not confident driving at all, but genuinely, it's just the practice that really does it, that gives you the confidence. And yeah, traffic can be scary, it's true. So, absolutely don't blame you for your reluctance. But dude, it's so nice. Like, driving can be really nice as well. Like, recently, when I went to Dokumi, I just drove all the way to Düsseldorf, and it was great. It was great. It was chill. It was pretty nice to be driving in a different country, actually. It was a really interesting experience. I mean, driving 130, 140 on the Autobahn, I mean, it's a lot better than going 100 on the Dutch highways. But yeah, I realize it comes with its own risks, of course. Not everyone is all that keen, and to be honest, I'm not that keen on driving either. Like, if I can go somewhere by bike, I will. And I've taken that quite far. I mean, back in the day, when I was, you know, when I was actually applying to jobs as well. This is probably a pretty interesting story I can tell people. When I was still applying for jobs, which was a year and a half ago, roughly, I want to say. I didn't have my driver's license yet. But, yeah, I had my bike. So I was just going everywhere by bike. Now, I had to go somewhere which was, I think, 15 minutes by train. and then another, I think 15 or 20 minutes by bike. And the madman I am, or rather the Dutchman I am, I took the train, took my bike on the train, because that's the thing you can do, of course. And then when I got to the end station, or the station I needed to be at, I just cycled the rest of the route. Could have gone there by car, sure, but I didn't have a license. I did have a bike, and I had access to the train, so... You're not allowed to drive, Alan? Why is that? You're not allowed to drive? What did you do? Vehicular manslaughter? What's the vibe here? Or is it some kind of, like, visual impairment? There we go, by the way. That is, I think, what was that, 5-0? Honestly, I lose track. I'm really hoping that with the update on Thursday as well, the new difficulties are actually going to be difficult. Not gonna lie. Because, yeah, I didn't make it, you know, with the advantage win, but still, I'm blowing these guys out of the water. Holy shit, Pirate Emblem. No way. That's awesome. We got the Pirate Emblem. Ooh, epilepsy. Okay, okay. Yeah, I can see that. That's fair. That does make it a little difficult to drive around, I will admit that. So probably a good call not to be driving around on your own. Let's see, Perfect Cascade. I've done the last match against Perfect Cascade, so I have their kit. Now it's just a question of what do we even get from these guys again? Because 3 matches against Perfect Cascade in this route, in total. A new assassin. That's him, to be sure. That's Reruk. But let's see, this goalkeeper... fuck if I know. I think he's wood. So let me just have Burn up here. We have Gojin up here as well. Lock in. Double fire up front. Balls to the wall, all in, go big or go home. Also weren't allowed to do any PE when you were in secondary school, so you got free passes. Hey, that's good. Also, that's better. The goalkeeper is wood. W. Attack of the Robot Boys, that's them. But put some respect on my boy Reruk's name. He carries this team hard, actually. And yet, what do they give him for it? 1 voice line. They don't even let him voice Moe Soha anymore. Back in tragic. Well, his original voice actor retired in 2014, apparently. But still. It's sad. Like, the original voice actor did such a good job. But I could keep repeating this. Like, I'm saying the same thing every time. I am biased. Yeah, that's a first shot on goal. This guy gets God Hand. I also don't know if he actually... He voices his goalkeeper move, I think. But interestingly, I think he says Keeper Commando 18 or 20, I think it is. Yet, the disembodied voice, the Brazilian dub voice, doesn't say the actual name of the move. Which, frankly, I could not tell you what it is. I could tell you in English it's called Crescent Cross, but... Let's see, what do I want? I want to play over to Nagumo. Brilliant pass by Gojin. And now just a backdraft from Nagumo will do it. Yeah, easy enough. I think no matter what... Okay, that's in. That went through the side of the net, but I will absolutely take that. He supposedly voices Moe Soha and Plasma Ball. Yeah, I know... Well, yeah, supposedly, but he doesn't. I can tell you that with 100% certainty. Like, I'll show it off later if I can, but with 100% certainty, he does not voice Moe Soha. Plasma Ball, maybe. I don't actually know because I don't have Plasma Ball on him, and I'm not about to give it to him, because it's such a lame-ass shot. It's a shame we can't get Perfect Cascade's other forms. Well, they activate when you use an Awakening on them, so that's all it is. The Hyper Dive mode does activate when you use an Awakening. But yeah, that's all. It's like they're not proper players, the Hyper Dive forms. That's for sure. Okay, what are we doing? Oh, he passed it to the goat. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. That's mine. Just got that. Yup. She's so small. Two footballs tall. It's awesome. Okay, just need a bit of tension. I would love a bit of tension, but everyone has a move, so that's not great. How am I getting tension? Need to find someone who doesn't have a defense move. This guy, surely. Okay, this guy, surely. Oh my god, bro, be so for real. Why does everyone have a defense move? And he wins as well. Blue. Give me the ball, blue. Got a legendary android, that's awesome. Die Lord, whoever that is. Okay. I have Mueya Soha on him. And I lose. That's great. Oh, but he gets to voice it. He doesn't... Reiruk does not voice that move, by the way. But that guy voices it. That's awesome. No, that's deserved. That's deserved. You know, classic guy who did so much for Protocol Omega. That's true. Reiruk versus Reiruk. Who will win? Not me, of course. Why would I win? Wanda Torapu. Oops, I accidentally pressed spacebar. Yikes. Sorry, holy. It's become a mission of just showing off that he doesn't voice Mueya Soha. Okay. There's nothing, Chief. There's absolutely nothing. They gave my goat absolutely jack shit, by the way. Which sucks. It really sucks. Like, he doesn't even say offense commando 18. Doesn't say anything. He just grunts, and that's it. Okay, the Dutch flag's being pulled out. Graceful guys. And now I can finally take a shot at goal again. Jesus Christ, it's been an eternity. Time to runs. You were hoping for more team slots, but you'll take 2. Honestly, same. Like, it was just... Whichever way you bend it, it was just too little. 2 extra slots is gonna help a lot already. And I don't even build that many teams, so... Okay, it's this corny-ass guy with Hunter's Net again. Okay. Why is there 15 million people in there? Oh my god. It's actually so over. Give me the ball, bro. Stop. Stop moving. No one cares. Oh my god, be so for real. I'm getting so annoyed by these guys. Everyone has a defense move and everyone always touches me all the time. Somehow they're always in my aura. Holy shit, legendary Nishiki. That's great. You have a lot of teams in your head, but not enough slots. See, I had that phase, and then I decided I'm not going to use all these teams. And I certainly don't have enough time to train all of them. So let me just stick to 2 instead and make some fun teams just to play on stream with, you know? Such as the second team. Which, yikes, we're not even going to get advantage time. Rough. Just fucking around a little bit too much with Mueya Soha, I suppose, but that's okay. That's alright, we'll get there in the end. We zijn in de hemeltijd. More hemeltijd. It is always very much appreciated, that's true. I would have appreciated not having to play this entire second half, but that is entirely my own doing, actually, thinking about it. Oh, he has Go to Hell? Wait, hold on. Does he voice Go to Hell? That would be awesome if he did. And I accidentally hit Chaos Break. Dude, we're doing so well tonight. I'm doing so well. Like, clearly I'm on my A game, doing the best I can. I had that phase and it's still going, you can verify it by that. I almost never repeat teams in viewer matches. That's true, actually. That's true. Oh, he gets Devil Ball as well? Wait, this form is interesting. He doesn't voice it, but it makes sense for him to have Devil Ball. And Go to Hell, actually. If only he voiced it, that would be even better. Which I can't debunk for now, but... Why is the Dutch dub always go-to for Inazuma 11 in particular? Because it's a Dutch production? Like, I know what to tell you, mate. I know what to tell you. Coach Hillman is a standout. See, I always remember fucking Coach Travis because he has the same voice actor as Captain Man in the Dutch dub. Which always is very jarring to listen to, but it's also very funny at the same time. Satan's voicing is weird. Apparently he voices certain moves in some forms, but not in others. Okay. Hold on. Let me try to lose the ball and then have Satan pull up. Yeah, sure. Take the ball, man. Don't care. Let me see if he voices Go to Hell. Where is Satan? Okay, there he is. Let's see. I have Go to Hell, and I'm literally pressing the button, but it doesn't do it. Okay, let's go, let's go, let's go. Perfectly fine. Again, I'm pressing buttons, but yeah, okay. No, that's okay. That's fine. No worries. Okay, he's gonna change any second now. Never mind. He's still in this form, so I guess it lasts until the end of the interaction, at the very least. Also does not voice Round Spark in this form. But now he's back to his regular form, in which he only has Time Trance, actually, as a move, so... Let's try this one instead. Because people have been telling me, no, Fates, you didn't hear right, he does go Torrance in this version, but I don't think he does, actually. No. See? He just goes, Time Torrance! That's all he does. He doesn't do the funny Torrance, which is really a shame, not gonna lie. Anyway, I'm gonna absolutely destroy this goalkeeper because I've had enough of Perfect Cascade, not gonna lie. Let's see. Let's just do another one, you know? Why not? Whimsical double Chaos Break. You know, reaching 4K with this team... 16. Yeah, see, they do voice Keeper Commando 16. But then the disembodied voice. I missed the disembodied voice. What is that move called? We'll never know. Except for Crescent Cross. We pass back to Satan, 52%. Of course, classic. Does he have anything else in this form? No. Okay, well there's the I guess that's something at least. It's not when he does Time Trance, unfortunately. Also, he just doesn't get anything in this form. He just keeps Time Trance and the 2 Awakenings, but then somehow in the Graceful Guise mode, he gets moves, but he doesn't voice them. So, interesting design decisions, that's for sure. Okay, L save, for me, that is. Okay, Buddy tried to get me with a cheeky castle wall there. Not gonna happen. A third Chaos Break. Mr. President, a third Chaos Break. You know what? Let my goat Power Farm. Power Farm? Aura Farm. Lock in. It's just that easy. 3200, 3300 practically. Gold Hand, don't care. That's going in, guaranteed. 4000 almost because of elemental advantage. That's what we want. 5-0. Officially reached an S rank. Could you imagine if they actually had S ranks in this game? The perfectionist in me, the completionist in me would have gone absolutely batshit crazy. Imagine having that, and having like 4 and now up to 6 difficulties per match. Brother. I mean, then again, scoring 5 goals in Victory Road is pretty simple, especially on the lower difficulties. Heal Flex, surely? Never mind, never lucky. Yikes. They're killing Satan. Huge day for Christians everywhere. Okay, I'm just taking a jog with Reiruk, I suppose, to finish off this match. Kimeru. Offense Commando. It's not 11, by the way, it was 18 in Strikers. And that's where the voice line also originated, but well, it is what it is. Offense Commando 18. Yeah, but okay. Hope they patched the defensive wall shattering back in. They took it out? I guess I never noticed, but... Celine, you're going for tonight? No worries, mate, no worries. Have a good night, thank you for joining in, and take good care of yourself. Holy shit, is that Quetzalcoatlus? Holy shit, Pa is here. No way. That's awesome. Well, that makes sense. He is the coach for this match, I suppose, which is possibly one of the funniest things they could have done to Wondaba. Yeah, Legendary Nishiki and Legendary Dai Lord. W. Alright. It was 11 in Chrono Stones? Probably so. Probably so. I know that, you know, I know it was different in Strikers. That's true, actually. It was 11 in Chrono Stones, and then 18 in Strikers, which is where the voice line originated, and then it became 11 again in Victory Road. You can use Pa as a player? I know. I've seen his player form, and it looks very uncanny, not gonna lie. Okay, and then we just got Shinsei Raymond, but without Tenma and Faye. Or well, this is the Chrono Stones team, I suppose, without Tenma and Faye. So that's pretty awesome. Let's see if we can pull out something else. It's just the delinquent team. Lock in. Delinquent team time. We got Shinsuke up against us, which we can use Orthodox to absolutely obliterate his ass to hell and back. Either they took out the wall shattering or I've got a screw loose. I think you're right, probably. Because I saw Panda mentioning the spirit drop animation as well. Which at a certain point, it was just, you know, it just appeared. There was like a bounce effect to it initially, and then they took that out, and then they fixed it again, I think. Which is certainly an interesting thing for them to do. Okay, but we have confirmation that they did take out the wall shattering, which is a shame. Okay, the delinquent team is going. Off to a good start. We got the second. We don't have Pa, but we have the second. Which is arguably even better. And for people who do actually voice their moves, this random-ass guy... Which, well, I have been told that most of the post-game Go characters voice the moves that they canonically have in their DS movesets. So, at the very least, I very much appreciate that. It's like the same for the Vampire team and such. But yeah, we're killing Shinsuke in this match. So, rejoice! I know I'm rejoicing at the very least. And Orthodox is going to pull his weight. Well, actually, the Knights of the Round Table, they should drop the Knight Armor. I think. They don't play in it right now, but... I know it's a kit that was in Chrono Stones. They're really using Virtuoso on me, huh? Okay. Interesting. I guess this is like one of the only times when tactics are actually being used against the player, which is interesting. Mystifying Mist, and I still cannot get tension. Okay. I guess getting tension is going to be... If you don't play tension, then getting tension is so difficult in this game. Like, I'm playing rough play on this team purely because it makes the most sense thematically. And they've all got cash-ins, of course. Yikes. And, okay, and Kirino doesn't voice Burinhilde. That's awesome. Some of these characters really got shafted with their voice lines, didn't they? It really is just hoping by this point that, you know, Cross can somehow bring a change to that. Like, I think it's somewhat unlikely that they port voice lines from Cross over to Victory Road at any point. Maybe in a future installment, but not to Victory Road, I don't think. But it would be cool. I sure hope so. It would be cool. That's why you play Tension from day one. That's fair. That's fair. It just feels so good to play. It feels like how Inazuma 11 is supposed to be played, you know? Also, yeah, L Shinsuke. Common L. But it just feels like how Inazuma 11 is supposed to be played. Like, you're supposed to just be able to pull off moves whenever you want. That's just how it is. But then, you know, the way the Victory Road is designed, it doesn't allow you to. Soromiya uses 3 tactics against you in Unmei's story mode. We're not talking about the story mode now. We're talking about Chronicle Mode, and specifically these free matches. Like, not the story matches, but the free matches. I don't think I've really seen any teams... Well, never mind. It's most of the Season 3 teams do it as well, but... They will use, like, Andy's Antlion or Catenaccio counter. They will actually do that. Never mind. I'm tripping. It's back. The Ozarok laugh is so back. Almost made it through again, just from the elemental advantage. We're so close. Hoshi! It's the wrong Hoshi. This is not the build Hoshi, but she's still powerful as hell. Okay, that should be number 3. Unless Karia gets in the way, but he doesn't. So that's good. Okay, there we go. Hoppa. Now that's a proper delinquent. I'm really happy with how this delinquent team turned out, actually. I should just properly build them at some point. That's the only thing. And I should probably not make them rough play. That's also probably a good thing to keep in mind. Like, making them counter or just literally anything else would be better. So unfortunately, rough play is just really ass. Can I ever? Hold on. Do I have enough tension for this? I don't think I do, but if I ever do, I do. Huge. Great Maxinaure! Super! That hits. Only 70 power off Shinsuke, by the way. Raw, no elemental advantage. This is why Xanark is the god of the Inazuma 11 universe. Not just a god, the god. Now, give me a little bit of tension by stopping Taiyo here. And I will score number 4 real quick. Just like that. Soromiya does 3 tactics and then Shinano does 1 more, which you literally cannot do. That's true. What is that one called again? Fuck, I didn't score. No, my 4 power. Okay, my 4 power, 5 power reduced to 0. I have to imagine. Yeah, okay. Yeah, hold on. I got it real quick. Okay, hold on. Xanark's gonna save this for us? Never mind. This guy's gonna save it for us? Lock in. Yep, a beautiful move. Bicycle kick? Yep. That's gotta be it. There it is. 4-0. Don't have to do a second half against essentially just Chrono Stone, which is good. Who do you think will get a hero version in the update? I hope Hoshi does. No, that's a pipe dream. But, we get a hero version in the update. Well, that's a good question, because, like, I feel like most of the hero-worthy characters already have hero versions. Like, the only ones I'm thinking of that are really lacking them are most of the Heavenly Kings, you know, the Phalamorbius players from Galaxy. Like, I know that Powai has one, of course, because she's the most popular one. But characters like Baruga and Kazaruma, they don't have them. So I feel like that's kind of twisted, but at the same time, what is this? What is this whimsical ass flower dance? That's a pretty cool emblem, actually. Okay, but I got an emblem. Wait, wasn't I supposed to get a kit from this difficulty? Do you not get kits from the rare drop battles? Curious. Okay. Well, I guess we're moving on to Zan. I don't think anyone will get one except maybe Canis. That's possible. Kanies, maybe, I don't know. There's probably some people who need it. Some people who get a hero version, I have to imagine. Like, what if they give, what if they finally add, I forget what her name is in Victory Road, but adult Kinako, and they give her a hero version. You know? I'm just saying. Maybe I'm saying a crazy thing, but... Nishikage really doesn't have a hero version? Nishikage doesn't have a hero version? Really? Okay, well, Nishikage for sure, then. Nishikage, along with some of the Heavenly Kings from Galaxy. And Hero Unmei, of course. That makes a lot of sense. Coach-locked hero would be pretty awesome, actually. You know what? Actually, do hero coaches. Why not? Why can we not have hero coaches? Or coaches that inherently have a hero version. Also, this match is going to be really rough, I think, because this goalkeeper is wind element, I believe. And all of my forwards are earth. So that doesn't bode well, I dare say. Surprised that Taiyo doesn't have one. Taiyo does not have a hero version? Hold on, I'm learning like new things here. These people do not have hero versions? Nishikage doesn't have one? Taiyo doesn't have one? Those are pretty big characters. Like, Taiyo is literally the alternative to Hakuryu in Chrono Stones, and also in the Chrono Stone Chronicle route in this game. Like, you have to pick if you want Taiyo or Hakuryu on your team. So I feel like if anyone deserves it, Taiyo is probably up there. Okay, well, you can't just... Okay, well, being cheated out of actually scoring goals, but that's fine. Here's Zayton, as opposed to Satan. With his classic move, Dog Run. Give me that shit. And as soon as I make a clean sliding tackle, that's a foul, of course. It makes so much sense. You're triggering my autism. They're not the Heavenly Kings. You're thinking of just the most relevant players of the alien teams. Okay, well, when I say the Heavenly Kings, I do mean Baruga. And I do mean Gandaras and Ryuga, but they have them, obviously. When I say Heavenly Kings, I do not include Gazaruma. Which you have already deduced yourself, so that's good. Bully to you for that. The Heavenly Kings, I know who the Heavenly Kings are, of course. I love Galaxy. It's Baruga, it's the girl from, I forget what her name is, but she kills people with her hair. It's pretty fun. The one that has Jackknife. And then it's Ryuga and Gandaras, and it's Rodan. Let's see. I got nothing. I also just got saved, so absolutely getting shafted on every side of the pitch, which is not great. But here's goal number 1, so that's good. Remember to stretch after this match and drink something? That's actually a good PSA, not gonna lie. I have the water right here. I'll take a sip once I get the advantage win, hopefully. Hey man, got a Kusaka waiting for you? Gungnir, don't care. Grizzly Totem. You mentioned... I did mention Powai, that's true. I did mention Powai as having a hero. In opposition to the literal people called the Heavenly Kings, you know? I mean, I know Powai is the most popular one. The most popular female character from Galaxy, most likely. Let me see here. Hoshi, dude, imagine. If you were just 2 steps further ahead, Hoshi, that would have been perfect. It's fine, we can still get this. I forget this is the bad Hoshi that doesn't have shots. Yikes. Actually, there is no such thing as a bad Hoshi, but she just doesn't have shots. Baruga is the Rock Hammer guy. Yes, by the way, to answer your question, Panda. That is Baruga. Did I get saved again? What is the point? What is the point? What are we doing? The bird goalkeeper had a similar name, question mark. Oh, that's true. What was his name? I forget, you would have to look it up, but... I feel like you're right. It's just I feel like the bird go. There's no fucking way you save this again. Like, is there a point in me playing the game, or like what are we doing? Holy fucking shit! What are we doing? 3 saves in the span of 10 fucking minutes. Lore accurate? Lore accurate my ass! I mean, to be fair, this team was pretty strong. That's true. That's true. This was also the one match in which Kurumada actually plays in Chrono Stones and they make him lose it. Save for Son Goku, I think. So yeah, they absolutely hate those guys. Which I hate in return. Kurada Jin! I cannot... Oh my god, it's so over. I get past at this guy though. Surely he's gonna save it. He does... I don't have enough tension. Okay. That's what 3 saves does to a motherfucker. But, well... And then power shield. Yeah, whatever. Kyo Shiro! Oh, he's playing against himself. And they have the same exact voice line as well. That's awesome. And I lose, of course. Because he has Illusion Ball. But okay, well, going to the second half against Zan with 1 point. 1 measly point to our name. But that's only because of 3 fuck-ass saves. Then again, lore accuracy, sure, whatever. He did save 3 shots from Tsurugi, whatever. I'm killing him. Let's see, what can I do? Yeah, that feels pretty good. Get Midori in. How the hell does one Miximax with a Hurricane? You just gotta be Xanark. That's all you need. You just gotta be Xanark. You just gotta be literal god of the Inazuma 11 universe. That's all it takes. Yeah, fuck you, Xanark. Sorry. I'm getting a little aggressive. That's not the vibe I want to put out there for the world. So, Kusaka, lock in. Midori, my girl, lock in. You're not in the zone, girl. Get a bit further in. Okay. Bound Flame, because she gets this for some reason. She should have had... Oh, she could have scored, actually. Damn. She should have had Zephyr Shot, because she gets that in Strikers, and she voices it as well. But yeah, maybe she still does in this game. I actually don't know. I haven't looked at her voice lines in this game. Can someone tell me if Midori voices, Oh god, what is it called in Japanese, man? I mean Zephyr Shot. That's just all I know. Okay, and I still cannot use Great Maxinaure. Okay. That's a tragedy, to be sure. But Midori will fix this for us. Lock in. Nice, and a manual. Yep. Okay, let's go into Xanark. Xanark knows. Good positioning. Boom, past the Ozrock. Yep. I think she does. Wait, that would be huge, actually. Does she voice Evolution as well? That's a better question. Because she does partly voice that in Strikers as well. She gets it with the other 2 manager girls in Strikers. Ghost Strikers. Probably carried over, right? You would think. Unless they switched voice actors and got rid of all her voice lines. But I presume they only did that for my boy, Reiruk, so... The bird guy's called Arubega. Yeah, okay. Yeah, they do call him Arubega. That's true. So when you hold that against Barga, that's yeah, it's pretty close. It's like most of the actually interesting enough, a lot of the alien names feel really close, like Kazaruma as well, Arubega. It's all pretty similar. It's all pretty similar. Fuck you. The absolute audacity trying to sliding tackle me. If there was a 4th save, you think the stream would have been over? Nah, I'm not that salty. Not that salty. Well, actually about saves, you know what? Maybe I would have considered it, to be sure. Would have considered ending my career as an Inazuma player as well. Like, clearly, what else, is there anything worth playing for if you just get saved like 3 times in a row? I would say that the answer to that is no. Bandan, Baraga as well, yeah. There's a lot of different Galaxy names that are the same. It's true. Or similar, not the same, of course. Let's go with the white deer guy! The random guy that I decided to give my favor because he looks funny. Yeah, let's go Midori. A bound flame? I mean, this guy who's running up now, he's gonna block this. Never mind. Bound of flame! Nah, I'm having Midori score, actually. I've decided. I'm having Midori score a goal. Whether this team likes it or not. Look in. God is here. Give me the ball. Okay. We're all sat. Watch this. Yep. Locked in. Pass the wall. Watch this shit. Boom. Perfect trajectory. And there it is. Cinema. We're back. Midori has scored. I remember Grant saved last second to prevent the advantage win, so I switched to Yagi with Elemental Catalyst and scored 4 goals within those extra 15 minutes. That's really just how it is. Like, you get cocked by the AI, you're going absolutely ballistic on them for no reason. It's not going to impact anything. But it's a nice way to let off some steam, that's for sure. You know, the thought that you absolutely destroyed their career as a football player, even though they won't feel any consequences from it, it just feels good. The carnage, you know? I do not have tension for anything, Jesus Christ. Me when I want to show off moves, but I don't have tension? Yikers. We got Rodeo here. It's pretty fun. Now I have tension. And he's got moves. Okay, here we go. Ha ha ha! I hope they give Ozadok a voice line for this, because, like, he sure as hell deserves to have one. Ik zou de kanon. Yeah, being Patty in Inazuma 11 it's always awesome. Especially in Victory Road, where you have an incentive to just actually end the game in the first half. When that doesn't work out, yeah, it's time to be Patty. It's time to destroy the AI. Okay, air ride. Midori's not saving this, but... never mind, I'm not saying anything anymore. Okay, it was a foul. That's a foul. But that's a woman after my heart. Torm. Okay. Who is bro? Like, that's what I'm wondering for half of these teams. Honestly, Zan, what is the other one even called? Zan, Zin, Zun, I don't know, it's all the same thing. I remember none of the characters from this team except from Zanark and the Lovers, and then, I guess, Sado is there. All these other guys, who cares? Power Spiker! Doesn't voice this, interesting. This game is not real. This game is not real. When's the update again? The update is on Thursday. And I think for European time, it should be somewhere early afternoon. Like, I think last time the update was 2 PM. But this time I couldn't tell you. I presume it's around the same time. But we'll just have to see. There will be an announcement, surely, in some servers. Probably, I hope to be able to do it in mine as well, but I typically forget because I'm at work and I have other things to do. But, let's see. Got the kit for this one, at least. The Zan kit. Okay. And we dropped Faye. Yeah, this is notoriously the match in which Faye turns against you. So, pretty huge occasion, pretty memorable occasion. Okay, right, it's Zan, and then Gil and Gal, and then Ragnar. That's right, that's what they're called, for some reason. I don't know what that's a reference to, but... And here we go. We have the man, the myth, the legend. We have Zeke. Holy shit, we have Zeke. And oh my god, he's going to be over the Zag once we're done with him. But let's see. Let's get a different team in here. I want to try... You know what? Just let it rip, bro. I've been having fun with the main team. I love the main team. Log the fuck in. We're gonna kill these guys. And we can actually use... He has a Wind goalkeeper. So Gandaras and Ryuga will absolutely have a field day with this guy. I'd ask if you'd summon Faye, but I'm 97% sure you already have a copy of the Bunny Boy. I think I do, most likely. Like, surely I do not have... Or surely I do have a single copy of Faye by this point in the game. Surely. Also, I hate that the chat is being auto-translated. Yeah, I translate Wat een gezeik as what a load of crap. What a load of crap. No one wants to hear that, man. Just give me my Dutch. This is because I had to configure the stream a second time. Also, not gonna lie, I said I was gonna take a drink. I did not. So, I'm gonna take a drink now. Everyone, stay hydrated. Cheers. That feels good. You know what feels even better? Gandaras and Ryuga are gonna have Stab Cosmic Blaster. Yeah, baby! That's what they deserve. That's exactly what they deserve, actually. Wind goalkeepers, don't bring them. Do not bring them against me. You are not safe. You're going to make a cup of tea? Do that, Alan. Absolutely do that. And now, funnily enough, I am shooting against the Wind goalkeeper with the only forward I have that it does not have an advantage. In fact, has a disadvantage, technically. Okay, Senpujin, yeah. And now I'm not scoring, but... This is the first goalkeeper to have rejection as well, I think. I think this is the OG. And there it is. The Lover's Mail. That's me. That's me. I actually got gifted a card. At Dokumi, at the convention that I was at. Some time ago now. Well, is it some time ago? It was literally last week. I got gifted a card of them. Got Dead Future, actually. And then 2 Nagumo cards. I don't think have I showed them off in the server, actually? Not that it really matters, but 2 Nagumo cards and then a card for Dead Future. Pretty awesome. Pretty cute reference. Anyway. There you go. Bit of tension. The lovers have been so violated, you nearly forget who they were supposed to belong to. Oh no, I remember. I remember. And I sure as hell know that it doesn't belong to a certain guy, a certain Mr. Duff Dooley. I sure know that he was not supposed to have any of them. He doesn't deserve anything, actually. Anyway, Stab Cosmic Blaster. How do we feel? I feel pretty buzzing, actually, about this fact. Goddamn auto-translate, yeah. I'm telling you, Panda, I'm telling you, this is not the way to go. I didn't want to have it be this way, but... Technical difficulties will do that to a motherfucker, actually. Ah yes, 6000 KP, soon to be with Stab. That's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be an easy 600 extra power, so beautiful. Yeah, I have a Death Future card, yeah, it's true. I did get that, Haku gave that to me, actually. He also gave me the Nagumo cards, so... Don't forget to look at the hero list you sent in Discord. I'll be surprised. I probably will be, actually. Well, maybe not. I've seen most of them by this point, but I'll probably be surprised about who doesn't have one, yeah. Then again, we've already mentioned some pretty interesting dissonance, I feel. Like the fact that Taiyo doesn't have one, Nishikage. Like, Nishikage is portrayed as a pretty important guy. Also, that's a yellow card. Raf? Raf, are we being serious? Oh, I forget I can just shoot from here. That's true. You know what? Sure. Let it rip. He asked you which characters I like? Ain't no way. Ain't no way. Well, if Hoshi had a card, I would have said that. But Tobitaka and Nagumo were the obvious answers. And then, of course, he had to put in the lovers. Yeah. I mean, it makes a little bit too much sense. Actually, you know what? Hoshi is getting a card I don't think it's an Inazuma card, but it's a crossover with something. We were looking at this when we were eating in the last night of Dokumi. And there's going to be like a collaboration because what is it, Vanguard? I think Vanguard and Inazuma 11 Victory Road. And they're going to have special cards that feature characters from Victory Road, and Hoshi is going to get one. And you know what? She's in the main set. She's not even in like any derivative sets. She's going to be in the main sets because that's exactly what she deserves. Yeah, he didn't have Tobitaka. That's what he told me as well when he gave me the Nagumo cards. But so like, I feel like I have most of the Tobitaka cards already. Because like at one point I bought this full collection of Tobitaka cards. And I'm decently certain that I have most of them by this point. I think like the only one I might be lacking that he's in, that's not like strictly his, is like the Air Ride card. I know there's an Air Ride card where he's just being passed by Air Ride. Hoshi card, so Banmei also Banmei will actually get one. Not in the main set, I think it's in like one of the derivative sets, one of the bonus sets, the add-ons, I don't know what you call that, but he will get one. I think all the scouts from Victory Road actually will get one. Now I don't know if they're going to be physical cards, that's the thing. I have to presume that they are. But yeah, that's very awesome to see actually, that they're giving Victory Road some stuff. Also, that also gave us the first look at the typography for that one Hisatsu that Haru has. The one that doesn't have actual kanji in this game. Was it called like Hitots, I think? They actually gave it typography in the crossover. It's apparently a void move, which, well, I guess it kind of makes sense, but... You're a big Archer Hawkins fan, aren't you? What gave it away? What gave it away, mate? What gave it away? I don't know, maybe this guy? No, but it's true. Tobitaka or Hawkins is my favorite Inazuma 11 character. Directly followed by Mikano Hoshi, of course. Mikano Hoshi. My Victory Road. New favorite character, favorite female character. Yeah, I don't know what could have given that away, personally. But yeah, do love her a lot, and then Tobitaka is my favorite Inazuma character. It's true. It's Earth in this game? Okay, that's interesting. So Hitatsu does have, I guess, a coded element that, well, that makes sense, but... Yeah, no, it's Void in the crossover, that's what I saw. So, I don't really know what to tell you, but that's how it is. At least the typography before it was purple, so I have to presume that means that it was supposed to be Void, at the very least. You don't have a favorite character, Alan? Interesting. No favorite character? That's probably a first, actually. First time I've heard that. I feel like in the Inazuma community, like 99% of people are really autistic about one specific character. Also, Legendary Gandaras, W. And Zyke. Holy shit, we got Zyke. No way. There he is. Zyke! No, we are over the Zyke. Genuinely have no clue why you got so attached to Banmei. I mean, that's just how it goes. Like, same thing. I don't know why I got so attached to Hoshi, other than that she's an awesome character, but... Actually, I said the thing about, you know, the Tobitaka cards. I have them somewhere close, I think. Hold on. It should be in this stack, I think. Hold on. I have a bunch of cards here. Oh, apparently I also have player licenses, apparently. I have Kira, Hiroto Kira. There he is. That's him. They all fell out. Yikes. Okay. That's fine. I'll fix it afterwards. Let's see. Tobitaka. There's Tobitaka. There's one Tobitaka. So this is like a... It's more like a... What is this? More like a badge. It's like a cardboard thing that you can press out and use as like a chip, I suppose. And then most of the other Tobitaka cards... Yeah, I have Kusaka as well. I've actually bought these just online from Japanese shops. Yeah, and then here's all my Tobitaka cards. Like this one. This is the Shinkuma one. W Shinkuma. Yeah, baby! Technical difficulties floor boogaloo. Brother, I'm not kidding. These cards are all over the floor. Like, I don't know if I can show you, actually. I don't know if I can show you. Hold on. Taking you for a little trip. Real quick. I mean, there's my cards, first and foremost. There's my cards on the floor. I don't know if you can... There's one on the floor, right there. Yeah. Angle is pretty difficult, but there's a card. That's for sure. They're all over there, let me assure you. Hey guys, how's it going? A little bit okay. Let me just pick them up real quick. Not gonna lie. You know, before I roll over them with my chair. But these licenses are actually pretty cool, you know? They're really good quality as well. Like, they're nice and thick. They feel like actual cards as well. Like actual cards that you would enter a building with. Also, a W Panda reference. Panda, let's go. And yeah, Hirotokira, just a lot of cool characters here. I mean, I remember getting these at one point, and it was really difficult to get them. Because Inazuma merch is just astronomically difficult to get for some reason. But yeah, it's always nice to just collect these cards. It's nice. You mentioned, yeah, because there was Panda. Panda! W Panda! Yo! Rar, welcome! Opinions on Fortune's Weep? Yeah, that's probably an appropriate title for it, not gonna lie. I don't know how I feel about it, to be honest. I watched the trailer, of course. Very low quality because it had some technical difficulties, unfortunately. But it looks just about what I expected from it, not gonna lie. Just 3 houses too, and that's about it. Fortune's Yawn is also an appropriate name for it. I will give you that, to be sure. Yeah, it's, I don't know what to expect from it. I'm not gonna expect too much from it. That's all I'm gonna say, I suppose. But that being said... Put those back. Okay, there we go. It's my little Inazuma expose. I should probably post like a picture of all the Inazuma cards I have. Or all the Tobitaka cards I have in the server, at least. I'll do that at some point. Fix this a little bit. There we go. I think that should be good. A bit further up. Cinnamon. Okay, that's good. Alright, so we're almost through the Chrono Stones route, actually. There's like a few more teams we'd have to do. Gal, Lunar Howl, Nos Fanatica, Inazuma Legend National, and then we're through, actually. We can do a few hero battles, and then call it a night. And then I will have the task of actually fixing my stream before the next one. Though, to be honest, it's actually been surprisingly smooth ever since, you know, the initial difficulties. Which just completely stumps me, because I don't know what does it. But let's see, what is this team? Who do they have? Oh, they have the fanboy. They have the guy with the long blonde hair. Chat, I think his name is. But he's... Is he wind or wood? Either way, I think just with wood forwards will be fine. I'll put burn in there for extra assurance, but either way, I think this should be good. Calling it now, there will be people going psychotic over the Revenge Girl and Alucard. Yeah, I mean, they will be. I mean, for one, Booba. For two, Edge. Which is like the 2 extremes that people like in Fire Emblem. Also, the goalkeeper chat is wood, so remembered that right. Covered our bases appropriately. Okay, we're up here. We're in there like swimwear, like everyone says, like everyone knows and everyone says. No, you're kidding me. They should have gotten past the wall. Why would you give this goalkeeper such a useless move? Also, I feel like I've moved down a little bit. Okay, there you go. That's patchy. You mean there's going to be a Dimitri Edelgard type level of hatred? Well, another 3 years of 3 houses Discord. Like, it's inevitable. I'd rather not start it right now, to be honest. If there's going to be factions, then yes, it's going to be fucked. If this is literally another path split, then the community is just done. Like, there's going to be nothing left. Everything's going to be razed to the ground. If this is the same dynamic as 3 houses, we're done for. But anyway, Inazuma 11, not Fire Emblem. This is the hard part about being someone who does content for not just one franchise. Okay, so he's using everything except like his cash-in and his trademark move. So that's pretty awesome. There we go. I'm team rich blonde girl from the trailer. Okay, so let's just Saline 2.0, right? Saline 2.0. I know what you are, Roy. I know what you are. And I don't support it. Okay, let me see here. You know what? Just bust through. Why not? Surely big hair guy doesn't have anything. No. Okay, chat also gets rejection. He doesn't voice it. Again, he does everything except his cash-in. The one cash-in... Well, actually, there's multiple cash-ins that could be considered 18+, but this one explicitly so. Everyone who's watched the anime, they will know! They will know. And that's why Chrono Stones is awesome. I should give Hero Dvalin maxed out wetsuit. So you finally started adopting the name wetsuit, huh? You're finally ready to admit it's a good name? It is a good dub name. And you should. Maak je borst maar nat! It's gonna be so awesome once you do. They should have given him Dutch voice lines. Man, missed opportunity. Missed opportunity to have a character in a kids game / franchise make a sexual innuendo. It's awesome. Well, it's not really that, to be honest. It's a regular saying, but... He's got another Hero Torch. Damn. I got my first Hero Torch literally last stream, I think. And that's this guy. That's on screen right now. He's already doing really well. He's Breach, so like I think his other one is Tension, memory serves. Or Rough Play. I forget which one it is, but... Yeah, he's been doing really well. I've been wanting a Hero Torch for the longest time, because like, Torch on this team, essentially, is a stand-in for Sakurazaki when the goalkeeper is wood, instead of fire. So, it works for him to be a hero, because you're just swapping out a hero for a hero without sacrificing any power. He gets Wolf Legend. Interesting. The saying is normal, the way the guy says it is not. No, you're right about that. Ik wil hem nog harder. Raak hem nog harder, Sean. It is an absolutely insane experience. Also 1 power. Okay, can I just get this? Yeah, thank you. I remember watching a video all about being how level 5 had fallen and they'd somehow managed to ignore Victory Road the entire video because they were American. Dare I say, right? Dare I say, classic American. Dare I say. Then again, is it really up to an American to make a video about Inazuma 11 when all they had was the first game and like all the seasons in a really shitty dub? No. Like, Americans, with all due respect, they know jack shit about Inazuma 11. The only exposure they've had was the first DS game, which apparently absolutely just fucking flopped to the point that they didn't release anything else there. And a really shitty dub. Common American L. Sorry, Sean, but Common American L. I think you can agree that most of your fellows know jack squat about Inazuma 11, so they should not be trying to form an informed opinion. Because they simply do not have the information to form that opinion. Unless they play Victory Road. But then again, this guy explicitly ignored Victory Road, so... The funniest thing is, the way you voiced Dvalin actually sounds like him. Hold up. Well, I've been trying to do it. He has like this really raspy voice in the Dutch dub, which is like kind of fun to try, but it also kills my throat. So... American level 5 fans are so funny, what do they even play besides Yokai Watch? I think Professor Layton. Professor Layton is a thing, surely. Yokai Watch, I guess, like, I don't know, what is it called? Like, Adventure Time? Adventure Life? I don't even know what that's called anymore. Yokai Watch, I suppose, being the biggest thing over there. Professor Layton is very European coded, that's true. And it does release in like so many European dubs as well. Literally even the Dutch dub. It has a Dutch dub. Almost all of the games. I think even all of the games. With probably the only exception going to be the New World of Steam. Fantasy Life, that's it. Yeah, Fantasy Life. I don't even know how popular Fantasy Life is, to be completely honest. I'm looking forward to versing my own created teams. Absolutely, dude. I'm really interested, actually, in seeing how that goes. Because, like, if I can face this team, that's peak content. I mean, I would probably need to make a second team for it. Well, not even per se. Like, I could just do duplicate teams, surely. I want to see how the AI handles this team. They probably won't do it very well, but it's going to be fun to at least see. Okay, and that is Rare Drop Gal done, which I've already done Ragna. So that means we can move on to the post-game teams, actually. We can move on to Lunar Howl. Which Lunar Howl it's a pretty big one to get. And honestly, the team levels are getting pretty high from this point, like level 82. So I don't really know if playing with any of the other teams, any of the spare teams, is really gonna net me that much. So let's see, this goalkeeper Jorg is fire elements, so keeping Sakurazaki in is fine. Okay. See, these I actually remember. There's my cursor for you. Reminder if you already... I did not check if I already have Faye. Yikes. Next time for sure. Next time for sure. Looking under us. Yeah, this stadium as well is so cool. Like, just the dilapidated dojo with all the blue lights. It's great. It's such a great setting. Like, you only really get to see it once. I mean, this is essentially just one of the eras from Chrono Stones, right? Just dilapidated, yeah. Taken over by werewolves. Which, another insane plot point. Like, why are we fighting werewolves and vampires? I mean, I know it's because they're technically part of Fada. They are, well, actually they're not even second stage children. They're beyond second stage children. I think that's what the wolf guy says, at least. And, you know, knowing the vampire guy, he probably agreed. But it's very interesting. You know, the end game and the post game of Inazuma 11 games vary so widely, it's always super interesting. Most of the time, it's completely out there. This team only has 2 defenders, and they're both shorties. That's true. That's true. It's a little guy who gets, I think, the Kukulkan Kashin in the game. And I'm pretty sure the other little one, the one with the brownish chestnut hair, she also gets something, I believe. A Kashin. I'm decently certain, at least. Yeah, they're way back there, though, so they're not going to be an issue for me right now. This guy might be. Okay, he has air bullet. He voices this? No. Okay, interesting. So then it was just a classic case of, we don't know what to give this character, let's give them air bullet. Just like in Ghost Strikers. I don't know what you typed, Panda, but it was translated as the Windmill Dragon Blade. Hold on, let me have a look at this. The Windmole Dragon Blade. Okay. And then, dude, I've got to turn this off. I got to turn off the auto-translate, but I can't do it right now. Which sucks, because... Lucas, you typed... What do you type? Luchtkogel? Yeah, it gets translated as air balloon. What do you mean balloon? Where did balloon come from? Kogel is not a balloon. Okay. Aside from Unmei and the Cross MC, would there be any other coaches that are hero-worthy? Hibiki? Kudo? Kudo literally made them win the Football Frontier International, like, I'm just saying. Kuroiwa, maybe? I don't know. Or just, you know, Kageyama? She has the Royal Academy Defense Kashin. Oh, the Dragoon. Oh, that one. I see. Dragoon. Yeah. Okay, right. Fair. Now I understand where the windmill dragon blade came from. Okay, let's go. Scream of Eden towards Sakurazaki. Why is it translated in the first place? It's like an option you can check. I guess it's to prevent, like, the streamer from not understanding messages that are coming in, but it's really fucking annoying when you just speak Dutch. And you want to read the Dutch comments, you know? But it's because, I suppose because the stream language is set to English, so it will auto-translate anything that is not English. But you can turn it off. And normally I do, because I was in a rush to, you know, bring myself back to life after the technical difficulties. Banger is back, by the way. Because I was in a rush, I didn't do it. That's all. What the hell? You can't pass me like that, come on. Like, I see hello, :D. Yeah, Chesh gets translated to hello, yeah. I mean, that's fair, that's what it is, but... very jarring. I would just be able to read that, but yeah. Okay, well, here's Celine, I think. She's gonna get passed by Gandaras, obviously. Did she just whimper like a dog? If so, W character immersion. That's good, actually. Patty on the whipper! He voices Killbridge! Dude, nice. Good thing it doesn't matter, but he voices Killbridge, that's cool. We're already up to a 4-0. Okay. Yeah, she makes a lot of noises, apparently. A lot of dog noises, which is interesting. And again, really good for immersion, but, you know, interesting. W Celine, I suppose. Oh, Gamma, okay. It seems like they all kind of, like, growl or whimper when they get past, which, you know, appreciate that. And a curve shot to finish it off. The dog whimper is awesome. It is, like, people getting into character like this. You voice Burai Hunt? Wait, hold on. So now we're getting to the actual people that voice their Diaspro sets, which is pretty cool. But yeah, when they go that far to actually make the character feel realistic, or, like, fit the role that they were supposed to play, it's awesome. They are meant to be wolves, after all. That is true, Alan. And here's Somni, who just gets passed straight up. You know, I can't. Yikes. I was about to do stab, Cosmic Blaster, but can't. And it's not stab yet anyway. Check for Benui Fei. Yeah, I will. I'm gonna remember this time. Also, I'm pretty sure that little guy also gets Air Bullet and he actually voices it, but that's okay. This entire team, like the entire defense, just gets Air Bullet. And I feel like that's not just the case for this team. I feel like it's the case for the Vampire team as well. But maybe I'm wrong about that one. Okay, 6-0, Lunar Howl. This is, of course, still rare drop, so it's not that impressive, but what can I say? Okay, so now, let me actually remember to check if I have Fae, which I almost certainly do. I want to say 95% certainty I do have Fae summoned. But you never know. You never know. So let's see. There's the Lunar Howl kit, which is honestly pretty chill. I need more Nero spirits, so that's good. I still need to get a good type for him, because currently I have Bond, and I haven't got anything better. I think I have a rough play one, but ideally I just want counter attention on him, to be completely honest, but... Okay, let's see. We're going to Team Doc, and let's see. Spirits, no. Player bank. Go to... Yeah, I literally even have him legendary. There he is. Legendary Fey Room. There you go, Lucas. That's for you. That's him. That's your boy. One of your many boys, actually. Yeah. Yeah. Pretty cool. There you go. No Selena or so many drops. Yeah, maybe in the hero battle one. You know what? If I manage to do... I think I can manage to do the rare drop against this team and against Inazuma Legend National. I'll do the hero battle against Lunar Howl and see if I can drop them after that one. But for that, we do have to kind of make a run for it. So let's do that. Against a team with some of the ugliest characters from Chrono Stones, especially people in the defense. But the noble vampires. Here we go. This guy, I forget. I think he's wood. So let me just put all my chips on that gamble. Surely it's gonna work out. Yeah, this bald guy, bro, is tragic. Would hate to be that guy. Frango is wood. Okay, that's great. Love to see that. This one too. I think this is like a reskin of Arthur's Castle. Like, I've never noticed it, but I think it is. Yeah, it's a reskin of Arthur's Castle. It's like an alternate timeline where the... What is it? The Edo period? Or the Meiji period? I forget which one it is reskinned for the wolves, and then Arthur's era is just reskinned for the vampires. Which, you know what? Goes hard. Goes hard as hell. And Fire Blizzard with Gandaras, like I said before, also goes very hard. Ooh, he voices Deep Mist. Mummy guy voices Deep Mist. Okay, okay. Double God Hand. Is there anyone who, except this guy, that voices Double God Hand? Like, probably Tenma, right? Because he gets God Hand W in Strikers as well, but... Is it just Tenma and that random-ass guy? Surely not. This team still does have Merfe, that's true. It does have Merfe. That's very much true, that's factual. Also, welcome back, Vinny. W Vinny, welcome back. We're up to the end of Chrono Stones, so actually, well, you missed a lot, but, you know, given that you... Holy fucking shit. Can you stop passing him around? Like a fucking... I don't know. But you had to miss most of your favorite arcs. Sorry, Vinny. Sorry, man. Then again, I have a feeling you're not really too bothered by it. And that's a 2-0. Easy, just like that. Dave Walker with the blue hair. That's the guy with like the really far part, right? That goes like across his eye. It's like the guy... Where is he? Like he's up there, right? The guy that's behind Merfe. That's Walker, right? I'm pretty sure. I like him. I like Blackwater as well. I think the guy with the braids in the defense. I like the face paint. I think he's called Blackwater in the dub. So... Okay. Can I ever win against Vanfani? W Torch? Yup. Rare. Can I just score? No, because Blackwater's blocking this. That's fine. Otherwise, Jesus Christ, it still almost went in. Elemental Catalyst, doubling the type bonus, I think. I'd not be surprised if Ando voices Double God Hand. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he does. Pretty sure he does. Like, me too, I would be very surprised if he didn't. Yeah, time for Hoshi to score. She's just taking a little stroll right now. Sneaker. Okay. I don't like this guy. Definitely don't like the look of that guy. Let's get his ass, Hoshi. Classic dependable Hoshi. Gonna be more manuals. And a headbanger. Boom! Knocking off my own headphones. Getting a little too much into character, unfortunately. Yeah, this is not enough. And no voices God Hand W ever since the Strikers days? That's good. That's good. He's supposed to. He should. He definitely should. So I'm glad he does. Thank you, Merfe, for that input. Appreciate it. Another manual. Dude, we're dropping manuals like flies. That's awesome. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Another fucking manual. Genuinely gobsmacked. How many manuals can we get in this match? Like, that's 3 in the span of like 5 minutes. This is the lowest drop. And I don't even have any enhanced drops rates. Insane. Faye got a hold of the AUX chord again, yeah. And that's probably a good thing, because this theme is a bop. This should play way more often than it actually does. I would much rather listen to this than whatever they actually play at the end of the... where you get 4-0 against Ragna, for example. Well, well, well. In June? How topical, Merve. Thank you. And she voices it too. Wow, beautiful. Okay, but I just blocked that straight up, okay. It's just that easy, actually. La 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 la. No, they only do that when the song ends, and famously, these songs never end. Yeah, that was Walker, I think, that I just killed, so... Where is he? There's my boy. You do not remember this song anywhere except the first match, so this has been a fun surprise. Yeah, like, surprisingly, in Chrono Stones it plays quite a lot, because it's like, it's the first opening that you hear in Chrono Stones. So in the first part of the Chronicle route, it does play quite a bit. And then apparently in the post-game teams matches as well. But... okay, Cosmic Blast here. This guy voicing Atlantis Wall, that's awesome. Yeah, Blackwater's cool. He's got vibes. And style. And class. And aura. La 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 la. La 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 la. Never mind, there it is. Alright. 5 minutes left to go. And then Inazuma Legend Japan. And then we pop a quick hero battle against Lunar Hal. See if we can get Somni or yeah, Somni, right? Somni or Celine. Those are 2 different characters. This is Walker, who's called Chroma in Japanese, which arguably a much cooler name, not gonna lie. Do you imagine I can just... nah, not quite. It's close enough. It's fine, I'm gonna get the ball one more time, and then we're just gonna... yeah, it's just that easy, actually. W Hoshi. Hey, you know what? Finish it with Absolute Cinema. The most aura moment in Inazuma 11 2. Season 2 of the anime as well. The way he aura farms all over Raymond is incredible. I love that clip with a passion, actually. So happy I got to cover it as well in the Atomic Flare multi-language video. Atomvuur! There we go. Alright. Alright. So, 2 more matches to go. 1 rare drop, 1 hero. 2 Tobitaka celebrating their victory together. Watch this shit, they're both on the same screen. There they are. Look at those guys, I love those guys. You having a headache, Yam? Oh, sorry to hear that, Yami. I hope you have a good night, rest up well. Thank you for joining in. Take care. Okay. So that was, yeah, 4 manuals dropped. Incredible. And a Face Spirit dropped. That's for you, Lucas. Congratulations. So yeah, beautiful. Love that. Okay, we're blasting on, we're blasting on. We're almost done. We're almost through with the Chrono Stones route, at least all the rare drop battles. And the hero battles I'll just do in my own time. I don't know when, but I'll do them at some point. Not before the update drops, that's for sure. But okay, here we go. This is getting out of hand. Now there are 2 of them. 2 Tobitakas? You can never have too many Tobitakas. Okay, here it is. Inazuma Legend Japan, the ultimate matchup. So, of course, we're up against Endo, which means we can pull out the Matatagi for the first time in ages. Which is awesome. I love that. Tubitaka. Tubitaka, that's... you know what? I respect that. I respect that one, actually. Tubitaka is pretty good. Okay. Lock in. Cover advance. Boom. Get some tension by dash tackling. Never mind. The game refuses to give me a dash tackle. That's fine. This probably gives me more attention anyway. Now I can't dash tackle anymore. So I pass to Ryugel. Zone with Ryugel. And then, in a twist move, I actually play to Matatagi. And pop. Jesus Christ. I pop a parkour power. There's too many P's in that sentence. That's my bad. Yikes. And there it is, the OG. But he thinks he can stop parkour power with the OG God Hand. He's got to look a bit further than that. I hope that if the Gold Bear is included in the update bonus teams, they use the Chrono Stones version. Not gonna lie, it just clicked what you meant, Panda. I thought you meant the Golden Bear, you know, the sister of Wondaba, or like niece or cousin or whatever she is. But you meant the team, the grandfather team. Yeah, right. If the grandfather teams are in this, that's actually gonna be... that's gonna stir up some old trauma, that's for sure. Jesus Christ. For me, at the very least. What do you think you are, Kido? Get your ass over here, boy. Yellow for Gandaras. Okay, that's fine. Victory Road Endo looks so rough in comparison to the Go one. Well, yeah, I mean, like, Go Endo is only 10 years older than he was at the time of the Football Frontier. In Victory Road, he literally has a kid. He's a father. He's, like, middle-aged. So, it's like... Can you really expect him not to look a little rough around the edges? That's unfortunately the reality of working life. You know, it's not all sunshine and rainbows anymore. Football Frontier Champions doesn't mean you can live a carefree life for the rest of your life. Unkdo. Sure, Unkdo, let's call him that. Urakudan! In Chrono Stone, they have Duff Dooley in the lineup. They're not gonna do the Chrono Stones version then. Surely not. They're gonna base it off the first appearance, surely, which means they will not have Duff Dooley. Duff Dooley was already in the fuck-ass Earth Element team in this game, so we can't have him in another one. Oh, I just saw someone mention Daisuke or Sonny Evans. He would also definitely be a hero coach, if we ever get those. Like, that's uncontested. He is literally the legendary coach, so... The Chrono Stones version is the original? Oh, were the grandfather... It's been a while since I played the first Go game. Were the grandfather teams not in the first Go games? Interesting. Interesting. And actually, no, you're right. That's true. No, because it's one of the Chrono Stones that that actually gets you to that Tyson route, isn't it? Yeah, the grandfather route. That's literally all these teams are. Yeah. Okay. No, that's fair. That's fair. No, they weren't in the Go 1 games. No, that's good. We got to the same conclusion. Appreciate that. But then, yeah, like I said, it has been a while since I played the first Go games, to be fair, because you don't really have a reason to once you have Chrono Stones or even Galaxy, you know? It's just going a step back. Unless you're, like, really nostalgic for Go 1 for some reason, which I could honestly not name you anyone, to be completely honest. There's no real reason to revisit, I feel. Okay, final goal that we're gonna score against Endo here. Probably. Hayabusa Guraido! You, Alan? You're nostalgic for the first Go game? Hoshi! Hold on! Hoshi, short for holy shit! She's always locked in! Yep, she does that. Oh my god. She just does it all. And then she also passes... Oh, she also gives the whizzing pass to Matatagi? Yep, okay. It's the only Go game without Keshin armored, so it's a plus. Vinny tripping. Like, I understand that you don't like the mechanic of Keshin armored, or Keshin armed, but doesn't make Go 1 a better game than Go 2 or Go Galaxy. One of the most copium takes that I've heard in a while, not gonna lie. Yeah, no, exactly, Panda. It's just once you... That's how I feel too. Like, I don't know how it's gonna be going back to an older game now that I have Victory Road, which deadass just has everything ever. Like, I've gone back to Galaxy a handful of times because I still didn't fully complete that game. I finished the story, of course, but, like, I wanted to try some of the Tyson routes as well, some of the harder ones, and I'm not quite there yet. But I don't know, like, I don't know if I'm going back, like, feasibly. Because of Victory Road. Like, especially if they're going to add all the teams that were in the DS titles, then is there really a point in going back? Except for just feeling, you know, feeling successful, feeling achieved in that specific game. Go to is Chrono bullshit, so it's an L, and you have no opinion about Galaxy. See, Vinny, you're a really sound guy, right? You're a really sound guy, but you gotta change your opinions about the latter half of Go. Chrono Stones is not bullshit because it has time travel. No, it isn't. I mean, I understand that, you know, there's less football to be played. And for some people that can be a deterring factor, right? I get that. But when you compare the actual story of Chrono Stones to a story like Go 1, which is just cut and dry, just the exact same concept as the first season, just worse because none of the characters are as charismatic. And with the added, I guess, disadvantage of having cash-ins. Also, okay, so we just dropped 2 kits from this one match. That's awesome. Inazuma, another national kit. Inazuma, another national? Is that what they called this? That's awesome. And Inazuma national. Oh, okay, well. Hey guys, we have the Inazuma national kit, but we also have another Inazuma national kit. What should we call it? Of course, the another Inazuma national kit. That makes sense. I love when my football anime has everything but football. Okay, well. That's a take, to be sure. The football is made worse by dumb shit happening in armors and... Well, Shinsuke I agree on. I do agree on Shinsuke, that's for sure. Shinsuke is absolutely something that holds down the entirety of Go. But okay. Belofte Max Schuld. I made a promise. Have to live by it. We have to play the hero battle against Lunar Howl as the final match of the night. So... Lock the Helen. Let's see if we can get Celine or Somni. See if we can drop either of those. You like Shinsei Raymond? Again, that's a take. I mean, I respect all takes out there. I respect all takes. I don't understand most of them. Especially when it comes to your Go takes, really. Shinsei Raymond is like an attempt at being as charismatic as the original Inazuma Raymond team. But they fail miserably. Because, like, who is supposed to be the stand-in for Ando? It's Tenma. And who likes Tenma? Like, Haku. That's it. No, there's more people out there, I'm sure. Tenma is an alright character. I give him too much shit, to be completely honest. But Tenma could never match just the vibe that Ando has. That's the thing. And I don't think that's just the nostalgia speaking. I think that is unironically just, you know, that is unironically how most of the community feels. Tenma gets a little overbearing with, like, personifying football and such. And I feel like that also carries over to the rest of the team. Also, the fact that the team just starts out as, yeah, we don't want to play football because, you know, we're under an obligation to. Like, yikes. At the very least, you know, tell them you don't want to play football because, you know, you don't think it's fun, like in the first season. Just be honest, you know? Shinsei Raymond has high up... No, that is not... You mixed like 2 of their names, not gonna lie. It's Hamano. Hamano is the one that goes boop, boop, boop. The one that has Naminori Piero. That's Hamano. And Hayami. That's the fuck-ass guy with the glasses, who hates everything, is always depressed and pessimistic, and no one likes, except for you for some reason. I don't actually like Tenma. Tenma and Shinsuke are the worst parts of Shinsei Ramen. I mean, amen. Amen. I think Hayami is suspiciously missing from that lineup, but, well. There's a reason Sidewinder is a meme? Well, yeah. Does he not end up using that, like, a total of 2 or 3 times? And he never scores with it? Which, you know, Sidewinder is a cool shot, like, I'll give it that, but sucks ass in the canon, apparently. Okay, so we both boost each other, and somehow I get foul. I get the foul. That's awesome. No, I'll take that. That's fine. I'll cop it. I'm the stronger team after all, so it's like, I have a responsibility to be, like, mindful and stuff. I'm not going to. Let's see. Sakurazaki? Yeah, that's a no-brainer. Lock in. Just a direct shot. Bada bing, bada boom. That's a 2-0. Would I Hando? Doesn't matter. That's a breach, I think. It's not. It's just a regular shot. 4,000 attack. Love that. You don't mind Hayami. That is also the first time I've heard that, I think. That is like a completely new sentence. No one has ever spoken that. And then, okay, let's... Who are your favorite three? Sangoku, Hamano, and Kurama. Okay, well, you know what? Those are all respectable picks. Those are all respectable picks. I wouldn't say that any of those characters are bad inherently. Sangoku is actually like a really good character. Sangoku is an awesome character. Kurama and Hamano are a bit more... They're a bit more shallow in terms of their characterization. Like, obviously, Kurama is supposed to be like a parallel to Somioka. Except Somioka is actually capable of scoring, unlike Kurama. And then Hamano's just fun. He doesn't have that much depth, but he's fun. And that's, you know, that's you just gotta respect that. You gotta respect that. Personally, yeah, I'd say like Tsurugi's up there for me. Kurumada, obviously. Like, that's not even a meme anymore by this point. Kurumada is just... He is one of my favorite characters from Shinsei Ramen. This little guy does voice air bullets, confirmed. And there's a little whimper again. Yeah, but like I'd say, I'd say like Tsurugi, probably up there. I think Kurumada's my favorite, then Tsurugi probably. And I'd say Nishiki, actually. People forget about Nishiki a lot, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, you were right on time with that request, Panda. You wanted me to dash tackle her. The humanity. I would never do that. I would never do that. Well, not more than once. We're back. And one more shot towards Sakurazaki should lock this in. Let's see. Pick up the AUX chord. Yeah, we're back. Also, I saw someone ask what the AUX chord is. It's basically like it's just a chord that allows you to play music in your car, I think, from the radio. Like music from your phone to the radio, pretty sure. At least that's what it used to be back in the day, or just from like any device to a speaker, I think. But nowadays you just have USB-C on everything, so... You like Kurama's design, you like his move, and you like his personality when he's not in the fuck-ass I don't want to play mood. Yeah, that's a big issue that I have with Go 1 as well. Like, the I don't want to play. Like, okay, that's cool. Well, I understand why you don't want to play, because, like, you just get absolutely destroyed when you do, when you go against orders. It's like, it's such a boring gimmick. And then Tenma has to be the hero who, like, pulls everyone off from their hypnosis. Like, whatever, man. I don't think Tenma should be the one to do that. I feel like a captain should do that, Shindo. The fact that Shindo also concedes his role of captain to Tenma later on in the season, like, again, for plot reasons, I understand. But by any stretch of the imagination, that should be just an absolutely criminal act. Given how many other suitable candidates he has in proper Shinsei Ramen. But yeah. AUX cord is like Bluetooth? I guess, back in the day. That's my interpretation of it, at least. Okay, but there we go. That is the hero battle match against Lunar Howl. So yeah, there you go. Let's see if we now drop Somni or Celine. And if not, yikes, that'll just have to be it. If you don't want to play, get out and put someone from the backup. Exactly. Like, we got a whole second team, we got a whole reserves team that want to play football. Like Momoyama, exactly. But they don't get to play because the fuck-ass first team is there and they're claiming their spots, but... So, no Somni. And no Celine. Yikes. But we got Legendary Yorg, which is pretty cool. Yorg. And Legendary Silva. It's called Silva, that's funny. I think it's got like Tachyon in the dub for some reason. Okay. No. It would be okay if they didn't want to play for one match, but yeah, they wasted a lot of time. It's true. It's like 3 or 4 matches that they're just like, oh, hey, actually, I don't want to play. Okay, I saw one final request to check if I have Celine or Somni, which I'm decently certain that I should. We're just gonna see. Let's see. Gamba time is also in the cards. I can try to see how much I have. I don't think I have that much, but... Silva is not Brazilian. I think it's just a play on the word silver, to be honest, how it's pronounced in Japanese. Like a silver wolf. But let's see. Go to should be... So... I don't actually think... I probably haven't summoned them, if I do have them. But let's see. If we go to... And we sort by team, I would say. Let's do Lunar Howl. Well, 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 would you look at that? I have both of them. Well, Panda, what say you? Should I summon both of them? That is a rhetoric question. I already know you want it. So, let me get both of them real quick. Summon Somni. Yep. Number 1. Inazuma Break and Plasma Cuts. That's pretty cool. Spark Edge Dribble. And Anansi or Celine. Let's go. There she is. Also, Spark Edge Dribble and Floral Fiesta. Okay. How can a goalkeeper get a perfect save when I use Wolf Strike, No Future, Last Resort, Sigma Shot Chain? That is also a problem that I have with this game quite often, unfortunately. You get up to such a high amount of power and it just doesn't matter. It literally doesn't matter. Okay, actually I also want to summon the 2 Neros that I got. 3 actually, hold on. And no, it's just 2. Okay, yeah, it's just 2. I want to summon these and see if I get a better archetype on them. I would love to get Counter or Tension. And both of them are Bond. Yikes. So they're being sent home. That's okay. That's okay. We'll keep looking. But yeah, this guy I think was... Oops. This guy was... Yeah, that's right. Quick retire. Boom, boom. And yes. There we go. Alright. So, let's see. Maybe we could do a little bit of Gamma. I'm sure I have like a little bit of leeway. I have at least 5. So I can do 10 pulls. 52. Well, well, well. Would you look at that? Well, there was an Inazuma night last Friday, of course. Which, if you want to be part of that, hey, as per usual, hey, join the Discord server. Join the Discord server. Every Friday evening, Inazuma night, where we play Inazuma 11 Victory Road against each other. Link is in the video description, in every video description. But, chat, fellas, friends, what constellation are we pulling on? Is there anyone that we still need to get? Well, there's still a few constellations that I haven't completely done yet, so maybe it's a good thing that I clear all of them at least once. Like, it doesn't do anything. I started with Solaria, clearly. Don't know for whom, but... Ooh, actually, for Onigawara, I kinda want Onigawara, not gonna lie. I do like that guy a lot. And aside from that, I mean, whatever. Has some cool characters, but it's mostly for the completion rather than anything else. So let's do that. Zyle Matner from the Destroyers. I think I have him, but I didn't summon him. I just dropped him from one of the matches. Oh, Hornets is in this constellation? Okay. I would also not mind like a hero, perchance. Ooh, hold on. I've been looking at this guy. He has pretty cool, is a pretty cool design. This girl, I remember this girl as well. Mostly because she's called Goth Lolly in the Japanese version, yeah. I remember this guy too, who for some reason is a special scout in Galaxy and has facial animations. Which again is a pretty rare feat for the Go games, actually, having facial animations. It's only reserved for important characters, like main team characters. The scouts typically don't have them, but that flamingo guy, for some reason, he does. Alright, okay. Holy shit, master! Yup, Narukami, let's go, that's cool. That's cool, I like that. We got Bentan, W Bentan. And we got Cricket! Dude, Nico is not here. Where's Nico when you finally get Cricket, bro? Oh my god, no way. But she's cool too. It's a cool design. Nice. Okay. I think that's actually the first copy of Cricket that I've pulled, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, Julia Mason had them as well, that's true. Julia Mason, I remember too, was one of the special scouts. There's like a few of them, which it's always so interesting to see which one of them, which ones are. But now, of course, this girl has such a sick design, actually. She has freckles as well, I just noticed, so that just makes it better. That's awesome. Maybe I'll put her onto one of my teams. If I make a girls team, I'll probably put her on there, not gonna lie. Also, you can get, I just noticed you can get Hero Desarm from this constellation, which would be pretty awesome. Yeah, Somni and Cricket, which Nico is, he's all missing this, which is a bit of a shame, but hey, it is what it is. Oh, Turquoise, dude, I remember her as well. Macronijo Garotto. There he is. Nice. I'm pretty sure I had him, but still. Then let's see. 10 more pulls on this constellation, and then we'll move on to something else, I think. Still no hero. That's fine. That's okay. Oh, wait, dude. Who's this? She looks cool. This girl. Wait, she got such a glow up. This is such a good model. What the hell? She also had the face animations in the Go game. She was also a special scout. And she's cute as hell. What the hell? She got such a glow up. Like, look her up in the Go games. And then look at this portrait, or this model. This is such an improvement. That's awesome. You'd love to see that. And then, I don't know, Frankenstein, I guess. Also, Vinny, your earlier message, I was looking at your earlier message because it was translated. You told me get Son Goku, and it translated it as get now. I was like, who's now, and why are we getting him? But apparently Son Goku gets translated to now, so that's awesome. Ra. Holy fuck. Do the OGs in the chat remember Ra? Dude, the guy with the highest goalkeeper stat in like most of the games that he's in, which is not a lot, I think. I think he was like introduced in Go. But he has the highest catch stat, I believe, in Chrono Stones. It's awesome. I Mixi-maxed him with Nero and was an absolute menace. It's beautiful. Okay, but that's the Whistlearia constellation complete. So let's see which ones we still need to do. There is Inazumi's, there's Instructus Notara, with Victoria, Caravanus. I haven't done the Penguin one yet, which has a lot of Royal Academy players, I think. Yeah, there's Hero Genda and Hero Haizaki. Both rough play, which that could be huge. This Kido as well. Yeah, frankly, I'm kind of surprised I haven't pulled on this one before. Penguin has a good selection of characters. Let's go for this one next. Four rares. Okay. I didn't see who the rares on this constellation are. Otonashi, And Sakuma, adult Sakuma? Okay, hold up, we're cooking. Also, this fuck-ass guy. I remember him from Inazuma 11 too for some reason. For some reason, he's so memorable. He had Dokojo catch, I think. And Phoenix. That's for you, Vinny. W Phoenix. The Royal Spider Girl Defender. The one with the black markings under her eyes and like the blue and black hair. Is that who you mean? I mean, the Royal Academy... You mean this one? The one that has a sick-ass design? Dude, I love her so much. This is such a good design. But like the other one as well. The other girl character from Victory Road, Teikoku, is so good. Like, they have such good designs. Obaihu, dude. Okay, remember that. This is my boy. Like this guy. This is a reserve goalkeeper from Shin Teikoku. And then, oh, there's just a bunch of weirdos and like animal guys on this, I guess. For some reason, she doesn't voice anything. She doesn't voice anything? Fuck. Well, that's fine. That's like... She's essentially just a scout character. I mean, that's fine. Okay, Gilia. Gilia Dandelio, okay. Juan Wu, okay, dude, we're getting some obscure-ass characters. I remember Tiger, that's for sure. Whoever this is, bro. A humanoid alien, okay, so that's, yeah, fair. That's Galaxy. Needless to say. And this, the last 10 pool of the night. Friends, fellas, family, and other people currently in the chat. No heroes tonight, but that's okay. Because we're gonna get an awesome character pool right here. Oof. Never mind, I think I retract that statement. Not gonna front. The fucking pig. Yeah, okay. Yeah, fair enough. This little fella as well. I remember him too. He had Auroraville, I think, in Inazuma 11-3. I remember that. He was one of the teams in the Little Gigants camp. Pig guy twice as well, yeah. Saving your Bond Stars for adult Kinako, that's smart. I actually should have done that, not gonna lie. But, well. If you play against Platos in BB Stadium, can spirits drop from that team? No. I don't think spirits drop in BB Stadium. I think they only drop in the free matches or in the Chronicle Mode. So you're kind of out of luck there. But the free matches you can. I'm pretty sure in BB Stadium no spirits drop. Yeah, so there's that. Let's see here. So who did I just pull? This is just player bank. I should go to spirits. So, let's see. Any characters that I haven't summoned yet that I would like to. Do I have adult Sakuma yet? Surely I do. Yeah, okay, I do. And then, I mean, the rest was kind of whatever. I mean, Ra is just iconic. I'll get Ra. Summon Phoenix? Sure. I'll get you Phoenix. They gave him heal drop. Holy shit. Conwell mentioned. No way. Wait, no, never mind. That's auto. No. No, that's Naruku Otosh. That's a different one. Fuck. It's heal kick. Fuck. So close. So close to greatness. There you go. I will summon Phoenix for you, Vinny. Here you go. There's Phoenix. Meteor Shower and Hellfire. Okay. Okay. Interesting. Interesting. Do I summon Goth Lolly? I mean, I feel like I kind of have to. There's Goth Lolly. Somersault Stamp and Frosticle. Yeah. Ass. Absolute ass. Summon the Maritimes girl? Oh, I mean... This one? Why? You know what, actually, I'm not questioning it. I'm a man of the people. Summon her. Lock in. Summon Sango. There she is. Wrath Shot and Double Touch. Interesting. Okay. Let's see. Ronija. Yeah, I'm definitely summoning her. That is such an insane glow up. What the hell? Does she have a good moveset? Sigma Zone Clone Faker. It's not terrible. I feel like Sigma Zone is like decent. Clone Faker, I don't know about that one, Chief. I can fix her, surely. Let's see what else we got. Nothing else that was really impressive, I don't think. Oh, did I summon her yet? I didn't do. Am I okay? Now I am. Now I've been fixed. Spinmeister and Frosticle. Yikes. And then Cricket. Dude. Cricket. We can summon Cricket. I apparently already had him. Advanced rarity. So there he is. That's for Nico. He's not here, but in spirit. That's for Nico. Double touch, Racing Flame. Okay. Interesting. Let's get him. Yeah, sure. Sigma Zone is 80 tension. Okay, so that's pretty good. That's pretty good. I feel pretty good about that. I feel like that's probably about it. I mean, yeah. That feels pretty good to have summoned those people. And I think that's also where I'll just call it. Yeah. Yeah, that feels good. Okay. Yeah, I've got to make a girls team at some point. Like, the girls team, there could be so many cool characters on the girls team. That's the thing. Okay, but with a little bit of extra time, I didn't intend to stop at literally 20 past midnight. But then again, technical difficulties, we had to make up for it. But I have to say, stream has been holding up pretty well after that point. So, happy with that. Let's hope it was just a temporary lapse. Let's hope it was just a lapse in the YouTube services rather than my stream, so to speak, or my computer. But yeah, despite that, I'm glad that you guys stuck around. Thank you guys for being here. Guys, girls, and people who identify otherwise, of course. All very welcome. Also, welcome Samurai. Very unfortunate moment, not gonna lie, because I'm just about to call it for the night. I am still up, but I won't be in about 10 minutes. So, yeah. Thank you all for joining in tonight, despite the technical difficulties. I'm hoping that on Thursday everything will be fine. I'm gonna look into it. But yeah, hopefully everything should be as normal on Thursday, and we're gonna check out the new update when it drops on Thursday. It'll be exciting. New content, finally. So yeah, hope you're looking forward to that, and I hope to see you all on Thursday then. And with that being said, thank you once again. You'll have a great night. Take care, good care of yourselves, and yeah, until Thursday. So thank you all once again, and good night.